And now the echoes rise to awaken, flame within eternity. Today I walk the edge tonight, the golden sky will show, the crimson path will be my guide. So open your innermost mind and see, feel that feeling to flow to southern, bloom in the dawn, meditation, carry the spark, stillness, stillness and fire, spread consciousness, a thousand faces to light the down, rising precision, tame and salvage, hurricane faces to face the unknown, shining legends through crimson night into my veins. Verily, I am thousand embers but one flame. Stand, the flowing tide will test my soul, and now the fleeting wind will carve my name upon eternity. Tonight I face the storm within, the shadow fades away, the lantern guides me through the void. So open your innermost mind and see, feel the presence of to survival, bloom in the dawn, meditation, carry the spark, stillness and fire, spread consciousness, a vagrant prayer to light my mind, tracing traces of golden ashes, infinite prayer to rise of the blind, guiding signal into darkness. Oh, a thousand faces to light the down, rising precision, tame and salvage, hurricane faces to face the unknown, shining lanterns through crimson night until my verily, I am thousand echoes in my mind. Verily, I am thousand embers but one flame.
Yo, what up, chap? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing pretty good. Let me see. Okay, you know what, chat? I think today's the day. I think today's finally the day. We got green bars. We got excellent connection. Holy shit, chat. We can finally stream. After, like, what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 20 days. Just kidding. It's not been that long, but 5 days ago? Alright. But yeah, welcome. Yo, chat. How's it going? It's your boy, Twink the Anime Man, back again for another gracious stream with all you lovelies out there. Hope you're all doing pretty good. Hope you having a pretty good weekend or had a good weekend. I mean, I guess I mean, it's still.
Entertainment talk!
Ento!
Entertainment talk! Entertainment talk! Entertainment talk! Entertainment talk!
Hey, I'm feeling the excitement here. I appreciate it. How you doing, my guy? But yeah, so today, pardon me, chat. I'm eating. Well, it's my breakfast, but it should be lunchtime. But I was eating some food. But green bar free trial will stay for only 20 minutes. Hey man, 20 minutes is all I need. But yo, what up, Jerry? Yeah, how you doing? Hopefully you got something to eat finally. Funny I say that as I'm eating cereal. But yeah. So chat, Nikke, we're gonna finally do the damn event. I mean, bro, trying to dodge all these dang spoilers has been a pain in my butt, bro. Like I already think I know what might happen, but we're here. We're here to avoid it. Everything's still gonna be pretty raw. I have not even chat. I've been so dedicated on saving the event story that I haven't even like done the stages and just skipped the story, because I know that like even if you do the stages and you skip the story, the map itself will change. Like the environment would change to what's happening in the story, and I wasn't even gonna do that just to be risk spoil. So like chat, when we get into the story, we're gonna be like 100% like first reactions. And I can't fucking wait to finally get into it. Oh my gosh. You don't know, chat, I'm not gonna lie, there's been so many times where I'm just like, you know what? I'm sorry, chat. I gotta watch. I'm not gonna lie, chat. The latest I was gonna wait was Monday. Like, if came Monday and I still couldn't stream it to y'all, I was gonna like, alright, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm sorry. I just gotta do the story. But so I'm really glad we're gonna finally be getting into it. I'm gonna do my dailies. I haven't done my dailies yet, which is fine because this will give me time to do to eat my food, so that like I'm not as munching while the story's going on. But how's y'all weekends going? Hope you all have a pretty good weekend going. How's your summons? Anybody summoning for a Liberario? Chat. Once again, you know, the classic alt look kicking in. So on my free-to-play account, I pulled my second copy of Nayuta off the free single. I'm just like, damn. I mean, I'm not mad, but it's like, damn. On my alt like that? Shit. It always do be free-to-play accounts that be winning. I don't know, maybe I'll pull one right now. Or better yet, if I could pull a Liberario off the free single, that would be MLB. So the free singles are indeed real, chat. They're real. They actually work. Our little gremlin chime. But yeah, I did got the costume gacha, as you can see. I figured, to be honest, it's not worth really streaming me getting it, because when you know pot spoiler, it took the full draws. I had to do every single one to get it, so no big surprise there. We know we don't win those. Oh gosh, she's looking at the Dojin pics of me. Kind of surprised Liberario didn't get a skin, but I guess they don't do that, huh? Cause let me think. Oh, I guess they didn't. No, I guess they didn't do that because what was it last year? It was Cinderella and Grave for anniversary. Cinderella got her costume, gotcha costume, but Grave didn't get a costume. So I guess that makes sense, yeah. And who was it that got costume gotcha? With Cindy? Was it SBS? I think it was, right? It's not impossible. Dubs. Man, it's such a shame that they made this Dorothy a limited character. That's actually crazy. A limited 1% banner character is actually insane. That is actually well, like, scummy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how my Siren it has a higher BP, has a higher power level than my Nayuta. They're both the same. Technically, she has the higher attack, but yet she has the higher combat power. Like, they both got level 15 dolls. They're both 10, 10, 10. They both have cubes on. The same cube. Like, I guess, let me look at her attacks then. Because, let me see. For Siren, we got 9.7 plus, because I think I have 6.88 plus 11.81. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that's 31 in total. And then like 31.39. And Nayuta, she has, let me see, 8.29 plus 7.59. 12.52. I believe she is quad attack. Yeah, she's quad attack. Yeah, she's at 40% attack. So Nayuta technically has more attack, but yet she's a smaller combat level. I don't. And they're both support and they're both pilgrims, so they have the same support and pilgrim buff. And they're both win. I don't get it. I don't. She's not even max bond story, and Nayuta is. So I feel like by all rights, Nayuta should have the higher attack power, but like her combat power is like 3k less than hers or whatever. Yeah, 3k less. Weird. I don't get it. Oh, also chat, I found out this skin apparently also is like I think the capsules are actually like a gotcha. Apparently, because I know it shows Mori there, but someone said that they were able to get the others to show up too. Is it only if you own it, maybe? Oh no, yeah, okay, it is random. So you can get the others. Shit, I'm not gonna lie, that makes her value for the skin just a little bit more. Great, I keep getting Mori. Mori must have like the 3%, and then everything else is like a 1% chance of getting. Can I get a grave or Cindy? Imagine gotching on the gotcha. Well, it's not a gotcha skin, but gotching on the skin. Alright, we got the jelly beans. Wait, is it just the jelly beans and more? Supposedly you can get like the others from what I heard, but I don't know. I think it might be just more in a jelly bean. Yo, if I get a Cindy right now, I'll buy the skin. 2 jelly beans in a row? 3 jelly beans in a row. 4? Damn. I just want to see if I can get a Cindy. It's still a cute skin. I might. I don't know. Let's see. Anyways, I guess let's do the freebies real quick. Can I get a librarial off of this? No. At this point, any copies of Nayuta is a dub. No. Alright. I guess we're just camera shy right now. I just need one more ticket and I can do a multi. Is that only during the bonus event? I think so. Damn. I know I didn't miss a day, so I guess we just gotta wait until this weekend. Because we should have one more weekend of the bonus event.
コマンダーのポテンシャルを見せてちょうだい。
Simulation.
私がお守りします。どうか私に幸運を。リロードします。あなたの運を試してみましょうか。幸運はいつも私たちの味方です。永遠の幸せな世界へ。私が道を照らす。プレイヤー様、離れていてください。どうかくださいね。プレイヤー様、離れていてください。リロードします。ちょっと待っててくださいね。リロードします。あなたの幸運はいつも私たちの味方です。楽しいです。プレイヤー様、離れていてください。諦めません。どうか私に幸運を。ちょっと待っててくださいね。どうかな。
最高のエンターテイメントアリーナへようこそ。レディーファイト。今シーズンのライジングスター。 ライジングスター今から競技をスタート。競技場を総なめしていますよ。エンターテインメント。勝者はズバリですよ。エンターテインメント。勝者はズバリですよ。
Oh. I forgot I muted myself because I was eating. Well, don't I look dummy? Jeez, I'm cooked, chat. It's over. I might as well wrap it up. But, how you doing, Dummy? I hope you have a pretty good weekend. And also, I know you didn't hear me say this because I was muted, but, congrats on your Rice Shower polls. I'm hoping to get one more Rico card, one more SSR Rico card, because I'm like one multi away from getting pity, and so I'm hoping that I can get a Rico card then on my last multi. Because then if I can get one more Rico card, then I would have Limit Break 1, and then with the pity I can get another copy and get our Limit Break 2. I hope I get another copy. Yeah, cause that would be really pog. Because you're still like quite a bit from pity still, right? So I mean, you still got plenty of chances for pity. Also, from what I learned last night, because I was watching the video, is like so ideally, right? I mean, obviously, the most ideal scenario is you have max limit break Rico, right? Obviously, that's a given. But if you don't have a max limit break, if you can't get one, right? Limit break 2 is preferable, but you can make a limit break 1. Limit break 1 will work, but I guess it's not really worth using a limit break 0 Rico. And if that's the case, like say if you only have a limit break 0 Rico or no Rico at all, it's actually better to use a max limit break rare Rico card, because a max limit break rare Rico card is better than a 0 limit break Rico SSR. And with the free multis they give out every day, getting at least the rare Rico card maxed out should be doable. So that'd be pretty nice. Yeah, but my carrots be low. No, I totally get that. I'm actually like broke completely now. I spent all my carrots on the banner. Now I'm just banking on the free multi they give us. Which, granted, I will say I did got the rice shower on the very first one, but I haven't got another since, which is fine. Mainly I just want the Rico card, so I'm hoping I can get it. Which I am starting to understand the Unity Cup a little bit more, because like that was part of the video I was watching last night. What is it I want to say? I think I get it. I think I got a better gist on how to play the scenario. Because I will admit, the first time I tried doing it, I did decent, but like I didn't really do well either. And so I think I got a gist on how it's supposed to play. a little bit better. Granted, it still comes down to luck on some of it, so you know it is what it is. But I think I got a little bit of gist. I haven't been able to beat her yet. I haven't been able to beat Rico's team on the final round. So we're still working on it. It's a play and learn situation. The more times you play it, you know, the better off you'll learn. I'm close to buying some carrots to get that guaranteed SSR half anti pull. I know what you mean, but it's just so damn expensive. Like, I totally get it, but it's just like, damn, I cannot lie. They do not make this shit cheap. They do not make it cheap at all. Because sadly, the all the other packs and stuff is, I hate to say it, are not worth it. The only things that are worth buying probably is the monthly one, and yeah, the daily monthly carrot thing, and probably the discounted like 7K one, like the one where you pay $70 but you get like 7.5K carrots. That one's probably like, honestly the best one. Hold on, champ. I'm almost done. I'm gonna finish off my bite real quick. I'll be right back real quick. I'm gonna go wash my bowl. No start quest yet? I'm about to. Oh, are you eating? What are we munching? I just finished a bowl of cereal. Generic brand, but it's like something s'mores, so it's just like has a little chocolatey cocoa, like chocolate puffs, little marshmallows, and like the French toast like things. But I'll be right back real quick. I'm gonna go wash my bowl real quick. I'll be right back. What up, JMO? You can go ahead and give yourself a shout out, JMO. Everybody, if you're not already, please go follow the homie. He's a fellow commander and a good bow. Pow. Wow, I can't speak. You know what? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. It's cinema time. And I got just enough. So we're gonna buy this. And then we're gonna buy one of these. And that should be enough. Cause that should be like what? We got 15? Yeah, so that should be enough. Alright, chat. I have not started this event at all. I didn't even like start it and it skipped the story. No, because I know even if you skip the story, the environment still changes to what happened in the story, and I did not want to risk myself, so I haven't started nothing, nothing. I'm 100% raw, blind. Wow, raw sounded kind of awkward. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the mic wipe. But yeah, we're gonna go through the whole damn thing right here today. I'm tired of waiting. I just cannot wait no more. So, quick recap for some people who haven't seen it like me. I believe I remember last time we're holding off the Raptures. The Queen was descending. Noah took a hard hit. She truly was the shield. And then the Queen, I believe at the very end, finally made her appearance. And then, but Marion also revealed that she's the queen as a queen as well, like a new queen, by using the Marion Cannon. It's a name work in progress. And that was pretty hype as well. I'm not gonna lie. So what a beam clash. I just I just can't help but almost think of Marion as like Goku, be like, I won't let you destroy my planet. Just like come on, man. All right, but either way, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. We're gonna put you. We're gonna put you. We'll put. You know what? Since this is your guys' event, we'll put you on. And then throw Marion on. Absolute cinema time? Oh, I imagine. I can't wait. And here we go. Oh yeah, and then the parents of Mira and Rose, which is kind of crazy. I got another Wedding Maya. Bruh, at least you have one. I don't even have one. Anyway.
何がマリアンは自分がクイーンであると明かしてしまったようです。それが何か問題？クイーンであることは隠そうとすると想定していましたので、頃合いを見て密かに事実を流す予定でした。その後責め立てられ、孤立したマリアンを心の隙につけ入って私の手に収めようと考えていたのですが、また悪巧みしてたのね。
She's trying to play the manipulator.
戦略と言ってほしいところですね。操り人形を仕立て上げることは簡単ではありません。じっくりと時間をかける必要があるのです。コツを知りたいですか？方法もいくつかありますが、興味ない。ともあれ、そのような算段だったのですが、本人に先を越されてしまいました。隠し事はなくなったも同然です。みんなマリアンを倒そうとするかもね。クイーンには違いないんだし。マリアンに関して私の知ることは以上です。ありがとうございます、ナエタ。皆さん、私は作戦に変更はない。同じ意見だ。クラウン王国で銃口を向けられた時からある程度予想はできていました。今の私たちの目標はあくまで空の上にいるあのクイーンです。重要なのはそこから先だ。マリアン、お前はラプチャーを従えて人類を滅ぼすつもりか？いいえ。そうならないという保証は？もしそうなったら私を殺してください。
Damn.
そうか。クラウン王国の皆様方からは何かご意見は？タロス。はい。
Talos grabs Chime and lifts her up. Chime locks eyes with Marion.
チャイム。
Chime whacks Marion on the head.
クイーンだろうがなんだろうが知らないのだ。お前はクラウン王国の民なのだ。どこかへ出かけるならきちんと知らせるべきなのだ。
I love the power of friendship.
今度何も言わずにこんな勝手なことをしたらその時こそ大目玉を食らわせてやるから覚悟するのだ。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。体の具合は良いのですか？はい、もう大丈夫です。でしたらもう言うことはありませんわね。
そんなすごい人だったんですね、マリアン。
そうでしょうか。私を部下ってことにしてもらえません？私の周りみんなすごい肩書きばっかりで、
Yo, Kilo's
ただの
subordinate.
一般人としては肩身が狭いかなって。
キロには私がいるではありませんか。
うわ、こっちはこっちで最近なんか圧が強いし。
You know, I can't wait. Chime's gonna give her the whole training on how to be a subordinate.
マリアンを倒そうとするまさか。そのようなことは絶対に起こりません。彼女たちはマリアンを育て守ってきた親のような存在です。我が子を捨てられるはずがないでしょ。どのような姿や状況になろうと親として子供をかばおうとするでしょう。たとえその子が悪い子で守ろうとすることが自分たちの未来に闇をもたらすと分かっていても目を閉じ耳を塞ぎ何があっても我が子を見捨てない。
Mirror gazes at the distant crimson
そういう
clouds.
ものですね、お母様。ですがパイオニアとクラウン王国はそうでもエデンは違うかもしれません。エデンにとってマリアンは未知の存在です。実態もどのような性格かもわからないままニケからヘレティックとなり、ヘレティックとしてクイーン因子を発現させた何者か、それ以上でもそれ以下でもありません。危険な存在に見えていることでしょうね。
感動の再会は終わったか。それなら各自持ち場に戻れ。クラウン王国のニケたちはセシルの案内に従え、主要な能力と性能を確認した後、
Johan gazes beyond them at the crimson stained
クイー
sky.
ン攻略作戦を開始する。セシル、クイーンの動きは？
現在クイーンはエデンから3時の方向、距離 10km の上空で静止しています。ここまで高度が下がればイサベルの攻撃が届きます。今のところ他の動きはなく、ラプチャーの変化も見られません。エデンの槍とマリアン砲が直撃しているはずですので、修復を優先している可能性もあります。
もしくは怯えて様子を見ることにしたのかもしれませんね。
想像力が豊かすぎるのは考えものだな。
言ってみただけです。
外の分身どもはどうするつもりだ？
ひとまずはこのままです。エデンには受け入れていただけないでしょうからね。
そうだな。これ以上得体の知れないものを増やしたくはない。全員次の命令があるまで整備と同時に警戒を怠るな。
ヨハン、それからインヘルトの皆様方、よろしければ私と少し話をしませんか？
いいだろう。
Marion Cannon. That's actually a crazy attack.
必ず守ります。
面白くなってきたじゃない。
もうすぐ終わります。あの人が待っているわ。
耐えられます。
がっかりさせられない。
少しここで息を整え
I still really like this Isabel skin. It's part of the reason why I got it, even though I don't hardly ever use Isabel. But I did got it just in hopes that one day we'll get a Pilgrim treasure, but we've seen so far, I don't think Shift Up's ever gonna do an actual true Pilgrim treasure. They're gonna do like pseudo treasures where they're gonna release a Nikke that will probably buff him. But maybe one day.
ヨハン、言いたいことがあるのでは？
何の話だ？
マリアンがお前たちにとってどのような存在かは知らないが、クイーンはクイーン。クイーンの存在は許されない。エデンの勇者は悪しきクイーンを打ち倒す。エデン万歳。そういったことです。
選択の余地があるのかしら？
ないでしょうね。
そう。私たちはより好みしている場合ではないの。私たちの存在を脅かすものが空の上にある。遥かな空の上から無慈悲に光を降らせるクイーンのね。そしてどういう事情かは知らないけれど、彼女はその攻撃を跳ね返してくれた。戦力になるどころか戦況を一人で変える力を持っているわ。
それにマリアンと敵対すれば、その瞬間からパイオニアとクラウンたちも敵に回すことになるでしょうね。この状況で仲間割れなんて致命的よ。
マリアンは今のところ脅威にならない。先のことは知らないが、今は優先するべきことがある。戦力として使えるものは全て使う。だがあえて言いたいことがあるとするなら、彼女が正体を隠そうと迷った弱さのせいでエデンへの到着が遅れ、その時間差がノアの損失につながった。だが本人に言おうとは思わない。私に彼女の苦悩は計り知れない。軽々しく問い詰めるべきことではないだろう。
一言だけよろしいでしょうか？
好きにしろ。
マリアンをクイーンにするため、どうか力をお貸しください。
彼女が言うような互いに愛し合える世界が訪れるとでも信じているのか？
そうだと思いますか？
やはりお前も似たようなものか。いや、それ以下だ。救いようのないクズめ。
おや、すでにお教えしていたはずですが、私は勝つためなら手段は選ばぬ覚悟です。
とはいえ、エデンもマリアンには手を
She
出そうとし
planning
ないでしょ。
to let
手
Marion
を出せない
absorb the queen and then
という
take
方
out
が正
Marion
確です
because
ね。
then she would have the
不
queen
安
in her.
要素となるのはナユタ。確証はありませんが、まだ何か隠しているような気がするのです。
何か隠してるって？マリアンは自分がクイーンになるか因子を吸収されて死ぬかじゃなかった？
それはそうです。ですが、マリアンをそそのかしたのはナユタに違いありません。結果、マリアンには頼もしい保護者ができました。彼女がクイーン・マリアンだと知った上で守る者がわざわざそう仕向ける理由は。
同盟を結んでるんじゃなかったの？
取り決めはありますが、最終的な目的は異なりますから。私の望むものは操り人形としてのクイーン。ナユタの望みはクイーンのいない地上です。操り人形のクイーンはナユタからすれば話の通じるクイーンとも言えます。それで手を結ぶことにしたのでしょう。
もしその時が来たらナユタと話し合うの？
そうですね。断る理由もありませんし。
じゃあナユタはそのために頑張ってるだけじゃない？
ま、いずれわかることでしょう。それにしても面白い眺めではありませんか？ナユタと全く同じ姿の人間もどきがああして陣を構えている様子は。
私はちょっと気味悪く感じるかな。
ですが、
This is kind of crazy seeing that hole in her rose.
偉大で慈しみ深い我がお母様と来たらまた怯えて遠くから様子を伺うだけになったでしょう。まったく実に情けない臆病者です。
Seriously? Yeah.
これは難しいですね。
Fuck Mirror for Vibrant Man?
集積していたエブラ粒子を使い果たしてしまっているとは。
こんな大決戦の時にネイキッドキングを使えないとは無念なのだ。
構いませんわチャイム。そのようなものに頼らずとも私は強いのですから。
それは十分に承知しております。しかしお嬢様の圧倒的なご意向が再び目にできる機会を逃してしまった。
Rose versus Scarlet during final boss? Dude, that's gonna be emotional. I don't know if she'd be able to handle it, low key.
ほんの一瞬であればかき集めたエブラ粒子をどうにか熱衝撃波に転換できるでしょう。ただおすすめはできませんね。一度手をかざせば使い切り副作用だけは一人前となりますから。
それでも頼むのだ。万一の備えというやつなのだ。それはそうだ。他に面白そうな
I
方
mean,
法はないのだ。
she was stronger, but
今度は私が使えるものが欲しいのだ。
ありませんね。
but like,
私とて
I don't know. Scarlet now has a lot of experience now. She's not as inexperienced as she was back
何？
then.
違ったのだ。
とんでもない。
I think it would just become like a mental emotion battle.
先ほどの激戦で820の私を失った。予想より少なくてよかったですね。予想より多くて大変ですね。おや、蝶が飛んでいる。こちらの私はなぜこんなに声が大きいのか。滝のそばに長い間とどまっていたせいで聴覚センサーに不具合があるそうで、そちらの私は見たところ銃をお使いのようで、使い心地はいかがですか？西の湖には怪物が住んでいるようです。銃よりも槍の方が素晴らしいですよ。試しに振ってごらんなさい。銃に槍いやいや、爆弾が一番ですね。よもや私の活躍を見ておられない？
That's some neon right there.
2日間も空腹で過ごしていたらお腹と背中がくっつきそうですね。
Yo, this is actually just like the episode of Naruto when Naruto's clones took control, became like self-aware, pretty much.
この目で見ました。これを見てください。私が遠くの湖の底で手に入れた
Golden
金の
Axe.
斧なのですが、うっかり溶岩を踏んでしまい足首を失いました。余っている眼球をお持ちの私はいませんか？
頭がおかしくなりそう。
パピヨン、休憩は終わりましたか？
They aren't even having a conversation with one another. What is this? I mean, it's just...
長距離通信っていつ復旧しそう？
すでに復旧しています。
本当？ずいぶん早いわね。
エデンの各施設と機能はあえて連動させず、できる限り独立するように設計されていますから。
Okay, I just want to check something.
じゃあもう外に連絡できるってことよね。
残念ながらそれは不可能です。クイーンの通信妨害を受けています。
ほんと最悪ね。
I'm not gonna lie, this is a crazy scenario for us, the commander, not to be here for.
攻撃が来ます。
Pappy and Hurley ducks under the railing and looks across. Countless red lights are flying towards Eden. But yeah, this is kind of a crazy scenario for like the commander not to be part of. I'm not gonna lie, Loki. I kind of like that on the battle stages you have like a slight red hue, like it's coming from a red light.
パーティーに遅れてしまう。祈りの効果が落ちてしまいま
私が授けた勝利に酔いしれなさい。状況は
見ればわかるだろう。クイーンから光学兵器の一斉射撃を受けている。
エデンは持ちますか？
聖女がエデンに広くシールドを展開している。全てを防ぐとはいかないが有効だ。
あの強力なビーム砲だけではなかったということですか？
ああ。エデンの槍とマリアン砲、マリアンの反射が効いたのだろう。クイーンは今のところあの大型ビーム砲を使用できない。
あるいは反射されることを恐れて使えないのかもしれませんね。だから大きな一発ではなく小さいものを大量に撃ってきている。いずれにせよこれは牽制に違いありません。
そうだな。恐れているという見方も間違いではないかもしれん。これだけの兵力差と自身の圧倒的な能力がありながら回りくどい手を使っている。
撃って出ましょう。
分身はどれだけ残っている？
防衛戦を生き残ったのは1000と180。
試す価値はある。インディビリアとトーカティブはインヘルト、パイオニア、バイスリッターで対処できる。
そうですね。特殊戦力同士をぶつけて残りの相当を私が引き受ければクイーンの足元まではたどり着けるでしょう。
Oh man.
問題はクイーンをいかにして引きずり下ろすか。以前大クジラを引きずり下ろしたという鎖が。
射程が足りない。おそらくそこまで計算の上で降下地点を決めているのだろう。
これは本当に怯えているのやも。それにしてもキリがありませんね。偵察に出たイサベルはまだ？
もうすぐ戻るはずだ。
イサベルがそちらに墜落します。
なんと。
Isabel plummets onto the runway with a loud crash.
負傷レベル。
大したことはありません。フェザーを2機損失しただけです。
Isabel struggles to get up. No, Isabel.
このビームにやられたのか？
いいえ。
10 minutes ago, Isabel flies through the air, dodging the Queen's continuous stream of beams. There are many of them, but their trajectory and timing are consistent.
ただの牽制射撃。それ以上でも以下でもない。問題は。
Isabel rolls to evade another beam. Far ahead, the Queen looms in the distance. Below her, Raptors press in tight shoulder to shoulder. And still they come pouring in ceaselessness from the distant edges of the battlefield.
多すぎる。
Isabel looks to the Queen once more. Dozens of thick cables snake from her body, trailing upward and vanishing into the clouds above. Curiosity grips her. She wants to know what those wires are connected to. She ascends, her senses flare with warnings, her temperatures and pressure readings in chaos. But she has time, just enough. Isabel surges upward, breaking through the clouds.
あれは
あれ?
何?
A massive black object is tethered to the Queen by the thick, winding cables. Its purpose is unclear. It's just a dark, hulking mass with no discernible form. From two open cavities, smoke curls upward, it lit by a burst of ignition.
マリアン砲の後。それなら、これは。
The black mass opens its eyes, or at least that's how it feels to Isabel. Dozens of glowing red cords reveal themselves across its surface. Instinct takes over. She whips her body around. Just as the cords begin to fire in unison, a beam grazes her, instantly melting one of her feathers to vapor. She drops aptitude, weaving through the deadly rain of beams. Heat senses blur non-stop, but they mean nothing now. Reflex takes over. She dodges on instinct alone, accelerating with everything she's got.
形は面影もありませんでしたが、あれはどう考えてもステーションです。
というと、宇宙ステーションのことですか？
The Forge. 2 hours of straight fighting and they're still pouring
要
in,
塞に
bro.
改造されているわ。クイーンはそれに接続されていたの。
軌道を漂っていた宇宙ステーションごと降りてきた。その上要塞か。とすれば、不可思議な出力の説明もつく。
かなりダメージがありそうだけど、高度の維持ぐらいは問題なくできるよね。それから大量の迎撃兵器を確認したわ。多分一定距離まで近づくと起動する自立兵器ね。どうにか逃げてきたけど、あんなものがあったら単独での接近は無理よ。射程距離は分からなかったけど、地上までは余裕を持って届くでしょうね。
隙がないな。
全くです。ひたすら安全策を選んでいる様子。物量を頼みに押してくるか、積極的な攻めの動きを見せてくるなら付け入りようもありますが、向こうは己の有利を存分に活用している。盤石の構えです。長引かせれば勝ち目はありません。あちらは回復し、ラプチャーも押し寄せる。私たちはどうにか短期決戦の手を打たねば。
仙人、お前の分身とやらに人格はあるのか？いや、それ以上の答えは不要だ。全員揃っているな。現在の状況を整理する。クイーンは宇宙ステーションと接続されていることが確認された。今は雲に隠れて目視できないが、要塞化されている。迎撃能力も有し、偵察したイサベルがビーム砲軍の攻撃を受けた。迎撃兵器に関しては射程距離は地上まで及ぶものの、エデンは射程外と思われる。現在のところクイーンは我々が接近できないよう徹底して防御を固め、ラプチャーを集結させている。絶対の戦力差が生まれるまでラプチャーを集め、その後に攻撃を開始するつもりだろう。さらに全員分かっていると思うが、この通り遠距離からの射撃によってシールドの外には迂闊に出られない。こちらは身動きが取れず前に進むこともできない状態だ。一方のクイーンはラプチャーを集結させると同時に自己修復を進めているだろう。時間が経つほど私たちの勝算は薄くなる。エデンの槍の再使用には3時間必要だ。それまでクイーンがおとなしくしているとも考えがたい。
じゃあどうするの？もうさっさと逃げた方がいいんじゃない？
それも選択肢のうちだ。
私の辞書に交代の2文字はありません。
おっしゃる通りでございます。後ろを向いて前進することはあっても交代などありえません。
それを交代って言うんじゃ。
ここで引き下がれば次の機会があるかもわからない。時が経てばクイーンの戦力は強化される。
しかし近づくことさえできぬのであろう。地にはラプチャーとヘレティック、空にはクイーンと要塞と来られては。
空からの接近も不可能ね。
Damn, this
迎撃兵器の数が多すぎる
this
し
is a tricky
精度
situation.
も高かったわ。私でも避け切るのが難しかったもの。ストームブリンガーも5機以上確認されているし、輸送機での接近は自殺も同然よ。
打つ手がないようね、ヨハン。それでどうするつもり？私たちの指揮官は。
私が先頭に立ちます。クイーンの攻撃は全て受け止められるはずです。私が盾になる形で隊列を組んで着実に近づいていけば。
ヘレティックやラプチャーがそれを許さないでしょうね。単独で要塞の攻撃を抑えきれるかどうかも。マリアン、あなたはできる限り力を温存してください。何が起こるとしてもあなたには生きてもらう必要があります。
そういうわけには。
エデンを捨てる。
ここから逃げるってこと？ とそうね、立派な決断よ。いくらチャンスでも引くときは引かないと。
エデンの主導力源にカフカを引き起こし自爆させる。半径 10km は焼け野原にできるだろう。そのために奴らを最大限引きつける。後のことはあいつに託そう。
To him. Me?
それ以上の方法は思いつきません。
ええ、そうね。かすり傷ぐらいはつけておきたいわ。
何言ってんのよ。なるべく引きつけてから自爆する。そんなこと誰がやるの？引き寄せてその人はどうするのよ。
インヘルトが引きつける。エデンの槍の発射を偽装することも視野に入れておく。それ以外の全員は現時刻をもって直ちに離脱してくれ。
私にアイディアがあるわ。すっごく速いラクダがいたでしょ。あれ貸してよ。私がアークに支援を要請してくるから。その方がいいんじゃない？自爆して終わりなんて惨めすぎるでしょ。
アークの手は借りない。
死んじゃうのよ。意地を張ってる場合じゃないわ。
ただ生きるより大切なことがある。
いい加減にしてよ。命より大事なものなんてある？
ある。
そんなのこの世の中のどこに？
ヨハン、もう一つ考えている方法があるでしょう。
それは選択肢に入れていない。
いいえ、すでに何度この言葉をお聞かせしたか覚えていませんが、もう一度言わせていただきます。私は、いや、私たちは勝つためなら手段は選ばぬ覚悟だと。
Damn. He's gonna try to pull a modern Vegeta.
身の程知らずで
I'm
散
sorry.
々暴れてくれたわね。
But even you, Commander, I will entrust my will to.
がっかりさせられない。
Oh, I can already see where this is going. No way they asked the dude. This is gonna be by far the best event story as of today, for sure. I don't see any other event story that's gonna top this one for right now. A monk dashes forward and staff gripped tightly in hand. Dodging the crimson light pouring from above and ahead, she swings her staff at the raptors before her. The raptor's armor shattered, revealing the core beneath. Without pause, she drives the staff deep into it. Even as another raptor lunges from the side, her eyes snap towards it. The staff follows, arcing in a swift practice strike. The crimson light engulfs her upper body, melting it away without a trace. Blue flame bloom across what remains of her, leaving behind only a shimmer of golden particles. The golden particles scatter like dust in the wind, drifting far before entering the monk, who is seated calmly in meditation. Memories begin to flow in. That clone once had a herd of deer. She fed them, tended to the fawns, and protected them from predators. One newborn fawn was in poor health, and she watched over it with utmost care. The fawn clung to the clone as if it were its mother, and the doe regarded her as family. The image of the fawn growing up, the longing for the herd, and the shearing pain when the upper body melted away, all come through in full force. Neither erased the memory, leaving only information about the terrain. Like a raging warlord, another monk tears through the horde of rapture. Along the path forward, 20 have already fallen, crushed beneath unstoppable might. Though she lost an arm to the crimson light, blazing ahead, she pressed on without pause. Narrowing, dodging the fiery beams raining down from above, she loses her footing and collapses. A raptor's leg slams down, crushing her. Blue flames bloom across what remains of her, leaving behind only a shimmer of golden particle. The golden particles scatter like dust in the wind, drifting far before entering the monk, who is seated calmly in meditation. Memories begin to flow in. That clone had once met a lost Nikke by chance and taken on the role guiding her north. A sudden ambush by a swarm of raptors claimed Nikke's life, and the clone could only curse at her own powerlessness. She pushed herself through the endless training, determined to prevent it from ever happening again. Nayuta erases the memory, leaving only information about the martial techniques. Memories of a clone who broke down in tears before the grave of someone whose name she never knew. A memory of a clone who lived her entire life consumed by hatred, killing raptors and nothing more. A memory of a clone who befriended a scarecrow in the wheat field and promised she would return. A memory of a clone who built a house by the sea and spent her days staring endlessly at the waves. All these memories flow into Nayuta, but she erased all the personal memories of each clone. Tears fall. She mourns the traces left by those countless clones. She grieves knowing she is too small of a vessel to hold all their memories, so she laments and erases them. And as the tears fall, she watches helplessly as countless clones, each living their own life, yet so like herself, vanish into red light. And all the while, they charge towards the horde of raptors. Damn. 20 minutes
私
ago.
の分身で総攻撃を仕掛け、ラプチャーと戦わせると同時にクイーンの攻撃からの盾にします。
盾にするとはどういう意味だ。
まさか分身を。
迎撃兵器はあっても1000門は超えないでしょう。射程内に飛び込ませ迎撃兵器に撃たせます。
使い捨てようというのかい。
いかにも。
正気の沙汰とは思えないね。意味のない犠牲だ。得られるものがない。
得られるものはあります。迎撃兵器が分身たちに向けられている間に宇宙ステーションを狙える。よもや人倫にも取るとお考えですか。
よくわかったな。
ご心配なく。私の妊婦から増殖させた分身はそれぞれ独自に学習をしていきますが、人格を持つと言えるほどのものではありません。単に私の形をした機械と変わりない。ですのでそこまで気に病んでいただく必要はありません。
そうか。お前がそう言ったと信じるしかない。
オンに来ます、ヨハン。では分身がクイーンに向けて突撃した後、その後ろに続いてください。勝機は一度限りです。迎撃兵器がおとりに向けられている間に宇宙ステーションを無力化してください。それさえなれば全戦力が制限されず戦えるようになります。
ハラン。
ええ、それができる者は私たちの他にいないわね。
At present, Isabel's flying alongside Haran.
もうすぐよ。
ええ、見えているわ。たやすい相手ではないでしょうね。
でもできるでしょ。
当然ね。
Isabel picks up speed. The space station looms ever closer, its colossal structure growing more imposing by the second. As they draw even nearer, some of the countless red cores that have been looking down turn their gaze towards Isabel Haran.
見つかったようね。
ここまで近づけば突破できるわ。しっかり捕まって。
ええ、行くわよ。
Damn. Taking on all those memories. Like that, man, because they're essentially while she trying to make it out not to be that big of a deal, it's still like the fact that like they each kind of like they essentially did live their own life, you know. So it's like, damn.
がっかりさせられない。
さあ、邪魔者はみんな消えました。二人きりのパーティーを始めましょうか。
Moments before the assault on the Queen space station.
私が行く。殲滅戦なら私の方が得意だ。
勘違いしているようね、スノーホワイト。 お前は戦い方が上手なだけ。性能だけでは私と比べ物にならないわ。この戦いは技量の勝負にならない。単純な力比べよ。
Yeah. Yeah, she suffered by being overloaded emotions and all of her clones, only to raise them obscurely. Albert, she only kept the important information, but some of them did live their own. Yeah, because because I wonder if she would essentially go crazy. She could go crazy if she was to try to hold all of that information, and then, like you said, it probably just get to the point where it's just simply the fact that there's just no space, and it would be overloading. Oh man.
それにあまり重いとイサベルが大変だもの。
ハラン、死ぬかもしれないぞ。
それならなおさら私が行くべきね。お前たちは最後まで生き残りなさい。なんと言ってもお前たちほど狂っている者はいないもの。エデンのやり方よりもお前たちのやり方の方が立派だと思うわ。それが理想的なのでしょうね。それでも私たちはアークを許せない。お前たちはアークを許した。より狂気に近いのはどちらかしら。アークを憎むでもなく、愛していながら手も伸ばさず、迷惑が及ばないよう何もかも自分たちだけで解決しようとする。正気でいてはできないことよ。そんなお前たちのありようこそがなりたかった自分の姿だったというのに、私はそこへ至ることができなかった。個人的な感情を大義のために捨てることができなかったから。お前たちは真に誇り高き称号を背負うに値する存在よ。私たちには手が届かない。残念な気もするけれど仕方ないでしょ。私たちはそこまで狂い切ることができなかった。お前たちはそのままでいなさい。誇り高き称号を背負い、名前通りに誰より先をかけるものとなる。その背中で見る者たちを熱狂させるのよ。世界というものは大抵どこかおかしな人たちが変えていくものだから。その代わりクイーンのことは任せたわ。必ずあいつの首を落としなさい。
約束しよう。
Man, I don't like these death flags talks.
ええ、私にしかできないことだから。
その前に一杯どうだい？
飲酒運転はしたくないわ。
それもそうだ。ではとびきりのものを用意しておくとしよう。戻ってからなら問題あるまい。
戻ると思うの？
おや、戻らないつもりかい？
そのつもりはないけど、見込みは薄いわ。
一人で飲むには多すぎるのでね。
それなら残しておいて。あなたがそう言うからにはきっと美味しいのでしょ。
ああ、待っているよ。ブーンを祈る。
ええ。パピオン。
嘘。なんでわかったの？
作戦が決まってからずっと私のことを見ていたでしょ。言いたいことがあるんじゃないの？
どうだったかしら。よくわかんない。忘れちゃった。
パピオン、アークに帰って。ここから先は守る戦いじゃないわ。捨て身の戦いよ。巻き込まれたあなたまで命を懸ける必要はないわ。
あれだけ私を疑っといて解放するって？体に爆弾でも埋め込んだ？アークに行ったらドカーンとか？
悪くないアイディアね。疑ってたのは事実よ。あなたはいかにも軽薄で欲が深そうな人に見えたから。
今だって同じでしょ？
あなたは逃げてないわ。 なぜかは知らないけど、ここにいることを選んだ。そして私たちと一緒に戦った。こんな状況だからかしら。それが眩しく見えたの。だから解放してあげるわ。あなたに死んでほしくないから。
それだけのことで戦友だとでも思い始めたの？
そうかもしれないわね。ええ、きっとそう。他のみんなもそう感じているはずよ。
あなたたち本当に甘いのね。
そう見えるかもしれないわね。言って。ただし一つだけ約束してちょうだい。アークに帰って何を話しても構わないわ。でもエデンのことは秘密にして。ここは私たちが楽園を作ろうとした場所だから、誰にも踏み荒らされたくないの。お願いできる？
なら私を殺しておいた方がいいんじゃない？
それができそうにないから聞いてるの。
Yeah, I agree.
あなたはいい人だと思うから。
私はスパイなのよ。自分が得するためなら約束なんていくらでも破るわ。
自分で考えているよりずっといい人よ。あなた約束はしたことにするわね。脱出ルートを送っておいたわ。一人なら無理なく抜け出せるはずよ。早く行って生き残りなさい。
また会えるかしら。
さあね。
Nah.
死を授ける時間だわ。
パーティーに遅れてしまう。
効果が落ちてしまいました。
Oh man, this is.
少しここで息を整えましょう。
Oh man. Nah, this is. This is crazy. This is a
旦那の
crazy
役に
event.
立てたでしょうか。
We still got so much more left to go. 10 more stages. Isabel's right shoulder and arm are swallowed by a surge of crimson light. Her flight falters as parts of her upper body melt away in an instant.
あと少しよ。こらえて。
もちろんよ。
Isabel pushes her speed even further. She feels it, her limits approaching, fast, until control slips away. A torrent of crimson light crashes down. Then, the realization hits. Her lower half is gone, and her core power drops precariously.
あとは任せなさい。
And with what is certain to be a final burst of speed, Isabel surges into the downpour of crimson light. Twisting her body mid-flight, she launches Haran into the air. Haran lands on the space station's outer wall. Should she turn back? No. Only regret and rage wait there. Haran swings her scythe, breaking through the station's outer wall, and leaps into the crack. Isabel watches. Once she's sure Haran has made it, she gently closes her eyes. Then, the crimson light comes for her in the endless streams.
愛しいあなた。あなたに。
Damn.
もう一度。
Isabel. The crimson light engulfs Isabel. Isabel!
汚らわしい。湿った場所ね。
Damn you, Raptor Queen!
死には似つかわしいわ。
Harong swings her scythe. Powder scatters in the air.
下で戦っている私の仲間たちに感謝しなさい。お前はなるべく苦しめてやるつもりだったの。でもあの子たちの命を危うくしたくないわ。面白くないけど一瞬で終わらせてあげる。
The powder spreads further. Sparks jump and crackle across the space, and an ominous sound reverberates all around.
特別性の捕食性自己増殖型ウイルスよ。大きいということはそれだけ餌が多いということ。あっという間に増えるでしょうね。もう言うこともないわ。落ちなさい。
嬢様、ラユタの数がずいぶん減ってきております。
ではもうすぐ宇宙スペースが落ちてきますわね。
宇宙ステーションでございます。しかしこれだけ時が経ってもまだ何も起きないということは。
信じるのです、チャイム。ここにいるのはクイーンを撃つため命を懸けている者たちばかり。奇跡とは命を懸ける者が起こすことです。
私が愚かでございました。この不祥チャイム、敗北の想像にとらわれ恐るべき妄言を吐いてしまうなど、もはや何も疑わず戦ってまいります。
ええ、戦い抜きましょう。
Crown and Chime ride atop Trombe, tearing through the battlefield with unstoppable force. With each sweep of her spear, Crown shatters and pierces any rapture that dares to block their path, while Chime hurls through bomb after bomb, sending enemies flying in all directions. Crimson light rains down from above, but not a single one touches Trombe.
お嬢様、正面にインディビリアでございます。
At the end of the rapidly changing scenery, Indivilia looks at Crown with a smile.
この辺りで押さえておきましょう。
かしこまりました。
しっかり捕まっているのですよ。全速力を出します。行きなさい、トロンベ。
Trombe slams his hooves harder into the ground, surging forward with explosive force. The acceleration is so great, the surrounding landscape dissolves into a blur. In that split second, a massive chunk of metal clashes down in Trombe's path. The impact sends a deep tremor through the earth, and thick dust billows up in its wake. Crown gaze snaps skyward. Beyond the blood-red clouds, rusted broken fragments of steel rain down like a storm. The queen is descending, slowly, steadily, drawing closer to the surface. And then, all at once, the relentless barrage of crimson light comes to a
落
halt.
とせたようですわね。
作戦成功ですね。
宇宙ステーションの無力化を確認。次のプラン、大きな一撃に移行する必要があります。
どういうことでしょう。
後方へ退却するということでございます。お嬢様、巻き込まれたら一家の終わりでございます。
ああ、そういう作戦でしたわね。いいでしょう。後ろに。
The chunk of steel in Trombe's way slices in half and crashes to the ground. From beyond the wreckage, Indivilia's tail comes whipping forward. Aimed directly at Chime's neck.
私も借りを作ったままではいられませんので。
Crown turns sharply, thrusting her spear up just in time to shield Chime's side.
やはり。
Indivilia launches a relentless assault on Chime. The air crackles with piercing shrieks as blades and spears collide in a clash of metal. Crown intercepts every strike, shielding Chime without fail.
心配ありません、チャイム。私が全て受け止めます。
あなたはやはり誰かのために死ぬのがお似合いです。そうやって他人の命と使命を背負いながら命を落とすといい。
Indivilia's blade gains terrifying speed and locks onto Chime like a predator. Relentless in pursuit. Chime curses herself for being powerless as the battle rages on before her. And yet, at the same time, she feels a flicker of relief as she watches the king's back standing before her and blocking everything. Indivilia's tail sweeps into Vista's arc, aiming not at Crown, but at Chime behind her. It's a devastating blow. Crown sees it coming and knows that if she can block this, the moment to counter will be hers. Crown's spear meets the tail's blade. As she adjusts her stance for a swift retaliation, a strange sensation creeps over her. Her body feels
あな
sluggish.
たの大好きなエブラ粒子をまいておきました。ゆっくりと効いてくるように
Indivilia.
お気に召しましたか？
チャイム、退却を。
させませんよ。
Indivilia tail lashes towards Chime once more. But Crown steps in
で
to
しょう
block
ね
it.。
あなたなら。
The tail, once sweeping horizontally through the air, suddenly shifts course in a heartbeat. Its blade at the tip surges skyward, then crashes down with lethal force. Indivilia's strike buries itself into Crown's shoulder, carving a ruthless path downward. The blade doesn't stop until it has slashed clean through to her waist. Only then does it tear free from her body. At that very moment, Indivilia stepped back, putting distance between them. Dude.
やはりあの時のふざけた力は使えないようですね。それに喜んでください。他人のために死ねるのです。あなたにとっては本望でしょ。
With a sharp kick, Talos sends a rapture he's been facing flying, then charges straight at Indivilia. She lowers the stance with a smile, calm and unfazed. At that moment, Trombe slams into Talos.
ここは退くのだ。クラウンはラプンツェルがいる。助けられるのだ。早く退却するのだ。
Yeah. Indivilia casts a glare over his shoulder at Trombe and Talos, who are trying to retreat.
呆れてしまいますね。
Dude, my hand's been clenched this whole time. Just as Indivilia is about to dash after, lowering her stance, something in the corner of her eye catches her attention, and she stops.
何ですか、あれは。
The king? Marion looks to the sky. A sky stained in crimson, fragments of steel pouring down like rain. She let her gaze drift to the battlefield. To the Nayudas who have fallen, to those still dying, to Isabel and Haran who are risking their lives, to the Nikkes of the Crown Kingdom letting out battle cries as they fight, to the Raptures, dying by the dozens. Everything Marion holds dear is locked in a desperate battle to the death. She feels a sorrow so heavy it presses on her chest. At the same time, a surge of anger begins to boil within her. She lifts her head once more. Her eyes fall on the thing suspended upon the wire stretched across the clouds. The queen watches the carnage below with cold indifference.
あなたが
Black light bursts out of Marion's body. Black particles scatter into the air as the ground shakes beneath her.
あなたのせいで私たちは
Black light bursts forth. Instinctively, Indivilia takes a step back. All of a sudden, a massive figure appears on the battlefield. She knows exactly what it is, more than anyone. Sorry, but Isabel's gone, Marianne? Bruh.
マリアン。
I might actually tear up in this, I'm not gonna lie. Just the raw emotions and stuff I'm feeling out of this, it's getting to me.
できますか。気が進まないというならば無理強いはできません。
やりたくはありません。ラプチャーにも皆さんにも死んでほしくありません。ラプチャーを殺したいとは思えません。でも
Marion stares straight at Nayuda. Her eyes are still glazed with sorrow. Tear streaks etch down her cheeks.
あなたの前で言えることではありません。本当は単なる機械じゃないんでしょう。分身はみんな生きているんですよね。
何をもって生きているとするか定義にもよるでしょうが、一般的にはそう考えられるでしょ
う。やります。誰もが全てをかけて自分を削りながら戦っています。私もそうしないと全てをかけて戦います。行け！
The giant rain bullet and missile down. Stripe was whipping in. The station is left utterly defenseless, unable to do anything but endure the barrage. A thunderous explosion tears through it, and its shattered components come falling down like deadly hail. Countless raptors are obliterated beneath the crashing wreckage. The giant pulls back, then deploys the particles cannon mounted on her shoulders. Light begins to pool inside the barrel, quickly reaching a critical mass. The air ripples as particles quiver on the brink of release.
落ちるのはあなたです。
Having taken the form of a gigantic centipede, Individually unleashes a bolt of lightning that tears through the sky, stretching towards the giant body. In an instant, Marion's massive body vanishes, as if it had never been there in the first place. Without warning, Marion's massive form appears behind the Queen's space station.
分解と再配置。人間
Instant
モデキで
transmission.
あることも、ラプチャーであることも諦めたのですか。なり損ないが。
It pierces through the station, then skims across the ground. Raptors caught in its path, scattered and melt under the shearing beam.
バカだ。
The giant centipede swings its tail with crushing force. Marion's body reels from the blow, her stance faltering. In a flash, the giant centipede coils its long body around her frame, then unleashes a violent surge of electricity.
このまま焼けるか。ひねり潰されるといい。
お前の女王は降りたというのに、まだ空にいるのね。図が高い進化だこと。
Oh, that goes hard. That art goes crazy. Oh, that's sick art. That is good. A battered Haran plummets from above and lands on top of the giant centipede's head. Without the slightest hesitation, she drives her scythe into the centipede's forehead. Then a surge of lightning lashes out, racing along the blade.
さあ、お前も落ちなさい。
Black powder erupts like an explosion. The giant centipede body rusts away in an instant, crumbling as if withered by centuries. At the same time, rust begins to spread across Haran's body.
体勢を保てないほど壊れてしまったのね。
No.
まあ、いいわ、ヨハン。
Damn it.
私たちの指揮
Damn it.
私たち
Oh!
終わったかしら。
インヘルドは作戦目標を完遂した。
そう。よかったわ。強欲だとは分かっているけど、最初で最後だもの。私たちにあの称号を授けてくれる。
ご苦労だった勝利の女神たちを。
悪くない気分だ。注射、あとは任せ。
Haran crumbles to dust and vanishes. In the next moment, nothing remains. At the same time, the giant centipede also disintegrates. Free from the armor that was the centipede, Individually begins to fall. As she does, she gazes up at the sky, the exploding space station, the fallen queen, and the giant Marion tearing through the raptors with relentless fury. For the first time in this battle, the notion of defeat enters Individually's mind. Thunder crashes and blinding flashes erupt behind her, but she never once looks back. Clinging desperate to what remains of Crown's tattered upper body and the seat ahead, she presses the ruin and close. It seems impossible to hold on, yet Chime refuses to let go.
あと少しの辛抱でございます。すぐにラプンツェルのもとへ参ります。はい、聞いております、お嬢様。
Crown grabs Chime's head. Feeling the lack of strength of Crown's grasp, Chime struggles to hold back the sobs threatening to spill. Meanwhile, Trombre presses onwards. Not far ahead, Snow White, Scarlet, and Rapunzel come into view.
あと少しでございます、お嬢様。今しばらくの辛抱を。
Suddenly, Chime remembers the conversation she had with them before charging in.
あなた方3名は できるだけ戦場から離れた場所で待機してください。
まさか戦闘は最小限にするということですか？エデンの防衛は捨てていますし、シールド展開の必要もありません。私たちを戦線に投入しない理由は
クイーンにぶつけるためです。間違いなく消耗戦になります。こちらが失うものの方が多いはず。しかしクイーンは必ず地上に落ちる。その能力は未知数です。誰にも分かっておりません。相手にできる戦力があるとすればあなた方の他にない。ですから万全の状態を保ってください。
それまで座して見ていろというのかね。
そうなります。
誰もが命がけで戦っている時にそんなことは。
あなた方には果たすべき大業があるのです。梅雨払いは私たちにお任せを。必ずクイーンを打ち果たすことがあなた方の務めです。
ネキッドキングさえ使えればお嬢様お一人で十分だったのだが、やむを得ん。今回は譲ってやるのだ。ただし絶対勝つのだ。お前たちを信じるのだ。
必ず。
Damn. Crown tightens her grip on Chime's hand. With all the strength she can muster.
かしこまりました、お嬢様。
チャイム、これを。
Talos produces some camouflage tarp from its backpack. Chime takes and covers the crown's torso.
感謝します。
Tromboy skids to the halt before the pioneers.
まったくいいご身分なのだ。クイーンは地上に落ちたのだ。早く行って奴の首を取るのだ。
言うまでもない。
行くとしようか。クラウンもご無事ですか？
ああ、心配いらないのだ。獅子奮陣の大活躍をされた後で少しお
And
休みい
Crown
ただいてい
too.
るだけなのだ。ぐずぐずしてたら休み終わったお嬢様がクイーンの首を取ってしまうのだ。手柄を奪われたくなければ急ぐのだ。
それはたまらないね。急ぐとしよう。
さっさとする
行ってくる。
Snow White, Scarlet, Rapunzel move forward, crouching low as they run. Chime watches them and shouts
のだ。
loudly.
勝つのだ。必ず絶対に絶対に絶対に勝つのだ。分かってるのだ。
Snow White gives a thumbs up.
エデンに向かうのだ。医務室を使うのだ。
はい、私が見ましょう。
なゆた。
ラプンツェルには及びませんが応急処置程度はできます。処置を済ませてからエデンへ運びましょう。
お嬢様、
心配はいりませんわ。
分かっております。不詳チャイム、戦いは専門外でございますが、せめて一つでもラプチャーの首を。
これ
Crown extends her hand towards Chime. He reaches out and takes what is off her.
これは
タリスとも一度なら。
いけません、お嬢様。私などには。
チャイムにしかできませんわ。チャイムは私の秘書であり最も素晴らしいクラウン王国の
かしこまりました。やってみるのでございます。いいえ、必ずやり遂げてご覧に入れます。
信じていますわ。チャイム。
はあ、キロ、行くのだ。
はい、ナユタでしたよね。クラウンのことどうかお願いします。私にいるべき場所を教えてくれた本当に大切な方なんです。お願いします。
承りました。責任を持って治療に当たります。
Chime, Keelan tells Nod and Dox onto the battlefield without a moment's hesitating. Meanwhile, Nayuda watches them quietly.
私たちも行きましょう。もう少しの辛抱です。私の全力を。
Then again,
命をつなぎ止めてみせましょう。あゆた。なぜ距離を置こうとするのです。なぜ並び立とうとしないのですか。喋ろうとしないでください。今は安静に。恐れですか。多くを知りながら決められないのですか。ただ遠くから眺めているだけなのは。いかにも私は恐れている。知りすぎるのも考えものですね。何かあれば全ては自分のせいという気がして怖くなるのです。そうして決めかねています。上辺だけですわね。返す言葉もありません。なゆた見ているだけでは変えられません。何も知っています。
Papillon sprints across the surface, constantly checking the safe route display on her phone. The safe route Isabel gave her has proven reliable. She hasn't run into a single rapture so far. At this pace, she's confident she will make it to the Ark without incident. Papillon laughs.
親切にしてあげるだけで何でもホイホイ出しちゃって甘いわ。甘すぎるのよ。やっぱり私はついてるわ。ご加護が共にあらんことを。
Damn, my hand's been clenched this whole time. My nails been digging in my hand. Holy shit! I'm surprised I haven't started bleeding. Oh my god, they're actually just wow. This is actually just Infinity War, straight up. This is actually is in game type shit.
守ることができてよかったです。 私が皆さんを守ります。
I don't know how they're gonna beat this. I don't know how any event story, half Annie, fourth Annie, I don't know how they're gonna beat this. This is like I say that every anniversary because every anniversary gets so good, but like this truly is up. How they're gonna beat this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, are we at the end? Could this be the end of Nikke? As she recalls the events before she escaped from Eden.
私出て行くわ。
そうですか。イサベルに脱出ルートのことは聞いていますか？
知ってたの？
ええ。私が検討したルートですから。
そうだったの。
お気をつけて。口外してほしくない情報は多いですが、もう口封じは意味がないでしょう。どうするかはあなたが決めることです。
引き止めないの？
止めてほしいのですか？
さあ。
人質扱いしていたにもかかわらず、ずいぶん助けていただきました。ありがたいことですが。 それ以上は望めません。
そう？仲間でしょ？最後まで付き合ってぐらい言えるんじゃない？
私はそのようにこびた話し方をしません。
こびたってあんたね。
それに他人に命を懸けろと強いることなどできません。自分の命の価値は自分自身が決めるものです。
じゃああなたたちはここでかけるってことでいいの？これが命の使い時ってこと？
はい、そう決めました。
セシル、はっきり言わせてもらうけど、逃げて体勢を立て直してからまた戦った方がいいんじゃない？チャンスなんて今だけじゃないでしょ？
いいえ、今しかありません。私たちが恐れられている時にしかできないことは多いですから、一度退けばこちらの限界を知られます。そうなれば不必要な警戒などしなくなるでしょう。それに今クイーンは大きなダメージを受けています。次もここまで追い詰められる保証はありません。
あなたたちなんでそこまでするの？だっておかしいでしょ。命より大事なものなんてないのに。
なぜでしょうね。あなたが言った通り、私たちは全員おかしいからかもしれません。
本当おかしなやつら。
Papillon steadies her ragged breathing and looks up. A radio tower looms overhead. She activates the tower's terminal and connects it to her phone. After tapping the phone a few times, Papillon brings it to her ear. The signal goes through. Soon after, a voice can be heard from the other end.
直接の通話とは恐れ知らずですね。それほど重要な話ですか？
エデンに来て早く。
今はそのような余裕は。
時間がないからよく聞いて。クイーンが降りてきてエデンは壊滅。パイオニアとバイスリッターが合流。インヘルトが全滅したわ。
何ですって？
嘘じゃないわ。急いで来て。みんな死んじゃいそうなの。早く助けて。
待ってください。全滅というのは。
黙っていいから早く来て。
Papillon yanks out the combine link from her phone and looks towards that wasteland she ran through.
全く呆れちゃうわね。
Papillon runs, retracing her steps towards Eden, and without even realizing it, she's laughing.
ほんとバカみたい。何やってんのよ私。
具合はいかがですか？
死にそうではありませんわね。
あくまで応急処置です。本格的な治療にはエデンの設備が必要でしょう。立てますか？支えます。
その必要はない。私がやろう。
ヨハン、なぜここに？エデンは？
あとは彼女たちの判断に任せる時だ。私がするべきことは一つしか残っていない。1000人。
Johan points towards the battlefield.
行け。
私は
行きたくないのか？行け。仮に問題が起きようと、計画が全て失敗しようと、必ず繋いでくれる者がいる。失敗の責任をお前一人で背負う必要はない。
しかし私は今まで多くの人々を基地に飛び込ませてきました。そう、まるで選ぶことができると言わんばかりに、私は彼らの誇りを利用した。選択はいつも誰かにさせてきた。私は傍観者にしかなれない。何一つ決める勇気もなく、 知識があることを盾に、犠牲になることを他人に選ばせてきた。せめて卑劣な傍観者としての責任を取らねばなりません。私が追い込んだ者たちが失敗した時、その意志を継いで次に備えるために。
まゆた、申し訳ありませんが、何のお話かわかりませんわね。
共に戦いたいのではないのか、お前の仲間たちと。
私は戦いたい。
ならば行け、肩を並べて戦ってこい。
私などが、私にそんな資格は。
共に戦うことに資格などいりません。
ある程度は同じ意見だ。お前がここで負うべき責任は失敗した後のことではない、ここで勝つことへの責任だ。
うん。戦け。
何
戦け。戦け。
だから今だ。今この場に全てをかけろ。仲間が全てをかけているとき、お前も同じようにかける。それが戦友というものだ。
旦那、私が旦那と出会っていたのは、もしかしたら。
持っていけ。
Johan throws something at Nayuta. It is a red tip bullet.
アンチェインド。
どこにどう使おうとお前の自由だ。無駄玉にだけはするな。
これは責任があまりにも重大な。
ここはお前が選択するべき時だ。誰かに決めさせようとするな。セシル、医務室を開けておけ。ニケを一体送る。
了解。
Nayuta hesitates, then takes a step forward. Slowly, she begins to walk. Then, all at once, she is running. The silver monk sprints ahead, moving with a speed she has never used before.
苦しまないように送ってあげますね。
処理しました。がっかりさせられない。
守ることができてよかったです。
Marion. The giant Marion opens fire, pouring out a maelstrom of bullets and beams. Raptors crumble under the onslaught, defenseless before the merciless barrage. Before the sheer might of her massive frame, they're outgunned, outmatched, and utterly crushed. And in an instant, the tide of battle turned. The once endless horde of raptors begins to thin.
これくらいで十分。次はクイーンを。
To Marion, the queen is not her top priority. Nyota's clones are gradually dwindling, and with raptors all around, a proper fight cannot even take place. Only after has she destroyed well over half their forces does Marion finally turn her gaze towards the queen. It is then something unfamiliar stirred inside of her.
どうして今まで何の反応も。
Marion looks at the queen. The queen meets her gaze. Eyes locked not on her massive form, but on Marion herself. With a grotesque sound, the queen's mouth opens. A thin, thread-like red beam that's almost imperceptible to the eye shoots forth and slices across the giant Marion. Moments later, her massive frame begins to split in two at the torso. The giant crumbles beneath the crushing force of the beam. Inside Marion prepares one last strike. Light gathers at the cannons on her shoulders. Twin beams lance towards the queen, who raises her hand and begins to absorb them.
私ができることはクイーンにも。
A massive red beam erupts from the queen's hand, engulfing Marion in its light. She feels her body falling, but her eyes can't open, and her body is completely battered. At that moment, she feels someone grab her. She feels herself land on the ground. With every last ounce of strain, Marion forces her eyes open. Chatterbox?
お前の体はクイーンの次なるボディだ。そのためだけにお前は存在する。そのためにもつまらん抵抗はしないことだ。
Damn you, Chatterbox.
に銃を向けようとするな。お前はただクイーン因子の器としてあるだけでいい。頭を踏み潰しておきたいところだが壊してしまうわけにもいかん。
Damn you, Chatterbox!
気を失ったか。これがクイーンの器とは。念のため目と耳と口を潰しておくか。問題はあるまい。
やめてください。使い物にならなくなったらどうするつもりですか？
ミラ、
私の指示通りマリアンを無事に無事の定義は見直す必要がありそうですが、とにかくうまく確保してくれました。
本当にこれがクイーンの新しいボディになるというのか？
その通りです。クイーンは老朽化していますから。何よりクイーン自身のご命令でしょ。新しい体が欲しいということは。
私にクイーンの声は聞こえないが。
では仕方ありませんね。聞けるのはヘレティックかそれに匹敵する行為の個体だけですから。とにかく万一にも傷つけないようにしてください。器にどのような影響があるか誰にもわからないのですから、本来の計画通りしっかりと保護してください。それどころか恐れ知らずにも盗み食いしようとしていたとか。大変なことをしてしまいましたね。クイーンに知られれば頭が吹き飛ぶ程度では済まないでしょう。見捨てられてしまうかもしれませんね。わかりましたか？それほど重大なのです。今までのことは取り計らっておきますから、これ以上は絶対に危害を加えないことです。クイーンに認められて声を聞きたいのでしょ？
わかった。心しておく。
Damn, got him
え
whipped.
くれぐれもお願いしますね。あとはそういえばアンチェインドは見つかりましたか？
どの体にあるのかは分かった。確保は時間の問題だ。
そうですか。あなたも知っているかもしれませんが、クイーンにとってボディよりも脳の衰えの方が深刻な問題です。クイーンがリリスの脳に自分の情報を上書きした後、リリスの脳に残っていた妊婦から攻撃を受け続けているのです。当然クイーンが敗北することはありませんが、リスクは排除しておく方がいいでしょう。解決できればようやく真のクイーンが生まれるのです。クイーンが地上に降り立った以上、これからはもっと仕事を急いでください。
分かった。
返事はいいですね。あら、来たようです。では私はここで。分かっていますね。マリアンには傷一つつけないこと、心しておいてください。
分かっている。よく覚えておく。
The mirror crackles with static and vanishes. Chatterbox looks down at the battered Marion. Just as he reaches out for her, a thunderous roar erupts. He lifts his head towards the source of the sound. There, three figures with eyes blurring with wrath are racing towards him like mad.
生きて帰れると思うでないぞ。
絶対に許しません。
呪霊者ども。
Chatterbox's hand wriths grotesquely. Crimson light ripples across it as it slowly takes the form of Dragon's head.
お前たちはいつもいつも。
The dragon's head gathers fire in his mouth, but Scarlet's blade slices through it. Rapunzel's golden light pierces Chatterbox's neck, while Snow White swings her rifle with all of her weight behind it. A sickening sound resonates as Chatterbox's head is torn free.
なんだと。
Snow White's gun spits fire, blasting Chatterbox's head to pieces. Then she stomps on what's left.
お前は口が動きすぎる。ラプンツェル、マリアの具合は？
重度の外傷です。コアの出力もかなり落ちています。
運べるか？
今は別の問題がありますね。
ああ、来たようだ。
Snow White raises her head and looks at the Queen. The Queen looks back at them. At last, the White Pilgrims stand before the jet black
クイ
Queen.
ーン、その首もらい受ける。
これで終わりです、クイーン。
カラスが鳴いてるわ。捧げ物が欲しいそうよ。
少しここで息を整えましょう。
世話が焼ける。リロード。
あの人が待っているわ。
Snow White cheeks, bro.
守ることができてよかったです。
ナユタに言ってたことと違わない？何がでしょう？マリアンのこと。ナユタには次のクイーンって言って、トーカティブにはクイーンの次のボディ。どっちが正しいの？それは当然ナユタに言ったことです。トーカティブは騙してるってこと？ええ、利用しない手はありません。かわいそうなトーカティブはクイーンに認められようと必死ですから。自分はクイーンに認められて救われた。だから今度はクイーンのために尽くし、もっと認められたい。そういうありもしない使命に燃えているのです。クイーンがトーカティブを？ありえないでしょう。そこから嘘ってこと？ええ、クイーンがそう言っていると吹き込んだだけです。とても簡単でした。
Damn.
ヘレティックではないものにクイーンの声は聞こえませんから。私としてはマリアンの保護者は少しでも多い方がいいですしね。保護の意味がよく分かっていなかったようで、少々行き過ぎな部分もありましたが、釘を刺しておきましたし問題ないでしょう。それにヘレティックとつながりもありますし、情報源としても役に立ちますから。利用されやすい哀れな存在ですね。他のヘレティックに本当のことを言われたらどうするの？絶対に信じません。大事な手柄を横取りしようとしているのかもしれないでしょ。
More than red shoes. Yeah. Well,
扱い
I
やす
mean,
くて素敵です。
mirror, but yeah.
次のクイーンもこうだといいのですが。ああ、一度だけ困ったことがありました。ニヒリスターがトーカティブにアンチェインド探しを命令した時です。あれは対応に少し頭を悩ませました。その時を除けばずっと これ以上ない最
Even
高の
just the
具
face
物
as
で
a whole,
す。
I grown to hate
改
every
めて
detail.
感じたけどほんと最低ねあなた。
私だって勝つためなら手段は選ばない覚悟ですから。
Trombe, Mancha, and Talos run side by side. The surviving Naruto clones have their eyes fixed on that sight. One lifts a hand in farewell, another lowers her head in solemn bow. A third claps her hands in silent prayer. Though their voices don't reach them, their meaning is clear.
私たちの目標はただ一つ。雷電、インディビリアを倒すこと。
Oh yeah, I know what you mean for Glass Late.
すでに体には深手を負っているはずです。ただし、相手はあくまでヘレティック。再生能力は侮れません。完全に復活される前に、私たちの手で引導を渡す必要があります。それがなれば、先駆者たちの戦いも安くなるはず。
トーカティブはどうするんですか？
あちらは無視して構いません。所詮振り回されるだけの哀れなものです。ここでの脅威にはならないでしょう。すでに離脱している可能性もあります。
強く同意します。特殊個体トーカティブは脅威ではありません。
それは2戦2勝だから。まあそうかも。もしいざとなったら。
コアの直列接続は使用しません。リスクが高すぎます。
万が一の話だよ。万が一の。
チャイム、緊張ですか？
そんなことあるはずがないのだ。
では、なぜ静かなのです？
話しかけるんじゃないのだ。
Naruto closes her mouth and gazes silently at Chai in profile. At first glance, she seemed tense, but her expression is clearly.
なるほど。
いいざまだ。黙りなさい。巨大化もできなくなってんのか？こりゃ今の俺でも勝てるかもしれねえな。
Individual Tails lashes out, leaving a long gash across Nilaheisa's cheek.
失礼。体調が優れず制御が効かないのです。それはそうと、私の尻尾が見えましたか？見えなかったでしょ？そういうことですか。
Yo, what up, James?
冗談はやめておいた方がいいでしょうね。いいから腕一本よこせよ。再生さえできりゃ手伝ってやるからさ。今の状態じゃ助けたくったって助けようがね。俺も偉大なるお母様に尻尾振って中堅みてえに従いてんだけどな。お前みたいにさ。あなたは戦いに参加することもできない。道家でいることがお似合いです。これからもそのままでいてください。お前、自信あんのかよ。あいつらを一人で相手にする自信がさ。クイーンの前で他に恐れるべきものなどありません。マジですげえな。支配の力ってやつは。あんなに自分勝手だったお前がこんないい子ちゃんになるなんて。
Individual snaps her head around, irritation flaring. A swinging cloud of dust is approaching.
人間もどき。どれどれ。あチビに。
Whoa, okay, I'm not gonna take that, JMO. She's hot as fuck. I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna take that lying down.
どういうことかわかるか？あんな寄せ集めの雑魚どもで相手になるって思われてんだぞ。どこで何してきたんだよ。あんな奴らに舐められるなんてさ。マジでお笑いだ。
Individual Tails lashed out, the blade as tipped, stopping her breath away from Nilaheisa's neck. Unfazed, Nilaheisa runs her fingers along the blade.
仲間同士の戦いは禁止だって言われてるだろ。忘れたのか？ それよりあいつらだ。自分の首でも洗っとけよ。冥福ぐらいは祈ってやるぜ。
いいでしょう。
Granted, Nilla Heights is still probably gonna be one of my favorites, but
苛立ちをぶつける相手が欲しかったところです。雷電と下流ですね。
私が先に行くのだ。
え、チャイム？一人で何を？
行くのだ、トロンベ。
Trombe gallops ahead with Chime on its back. In an instant, it puts distance between itself and Talos and Mancha.
チャイム、待ってください。なんでそんな無茶な。
貴様、インディビリア。よくもお嬢様のお体に傷を。その罪、売紙を持っても償えぬのだ。この手で必ず
I have it.
貴様の首を取ってやるのだ。
チャイム、そんなに興奮したら。
誰かと思えば、あなたには借りを作ったままでしたね。ここで返すとしましょう。
The distance between Indivilia and Chime narrows. Chime, still astride Trombe, subtly leaps forward as if throwing herself. Indivilia smiles as though she expected it all along, confident in her victory.
そうだ、そうやって笑うがいい。必ず私の首を狙ってくる。それが貴様の性質なのだ。変わり映えもなく、この首を切ろうとするはず。攻撃を見切ってかわすような才は私にはない。ただ、己の読みを信じるのみ。
Chime flips through the air. Indivilia blade passes through where her neck had been. Instead, her back takes the blow, but it isn't deep. Oh, that's sick. Chime's spin comes to a halt, and her eyes locks with Indivilia's.
この瞬間こそ千載一遇の時。インデビリア！インデビリア！私に預けてくださった誇り高き力、味わうといいのだ。
Alpha particles converged in type, expands, and ornament. Nikke. Whoa!
王からの賜り物である。慎んで。
Alright, when we're gonna get this SSR? Clad in radiant royal robes, the impact triggers a massive shockwave that crashes into Indivilia. Overwhelmed by a pain she knows all too well, she drops to the ground. Moments later, Chime plummets, her body hitting the ground like a falling meteor.
了解。宇宙まで吹き飛ばします。
Talos charges in, grabs Indivilia by the tail, and hurls her into the air with all of his might. Indivilia plummets completely out of control. Meanwhile, Nyota positions herself at the spot where she expects Indivilia to fall.
こう見えても、護身術の心得がありまして。ね。
I'm just saying that person. You hating. The fallen Indivilia begins to spin as if being pulled in. Her head crashes on the ground at a terrifying speed. A massive shockwave ripples outward, accompanied by a deafening boom. The impact on her weakened body leaves Indivilia's mind swimming in haze. Talos drops a camouflage tarp over Chime, who lies bare on the ground.
体中が痛むのだ。やはりお嬢様は違うのだ。こんなものを自然に扱えると。
チャイムだってすごいですよ。本当にネイキッドキングを使えるなんて。
王国一の進化として当然なのだ。
No, Chime W.
まだ意識があるとはさすがですね。
ニヒリスト。あなたも戦いなさい。
どうしろってんだよ。
使えない。
おかげさまでな。
ニヒリスター、本当に弱ってるんですよね。もし少しでも回復されてたら、私たちだけじゃ。
Nilla Heisa takes a step forward. She clenches and unclenches her fist, shakes out her legs, and rolls her neck with a sharp crack.
戦う気満々みたいですけど。検知できる出力は微弱です。ただし、力を隠しているのかもしれません。
よう、クソ仙人。
ご挨拶ですね。何でしょう。
俺はお前らと戦わなきゃならねえ。勝ち目もねえし、ちょっと時間稼ぐための犬死にだろうがな。それでも戦うしかねえんだ。命令なんだよ。嫌とも言えねえクソみてえな命令だ。死ぬ気で戦えってさ、偉大なるお母様。
Nilla Heisa kicks the fallen Indivilia.
なあ、俺たちはこういう存在なんだ。こうやって生きて死ぬもんなんだ。わかってるか？
Nilla Heisa takes another step forward.
下流ニヒリスター。
なんだよ。
いつまでそうして生きるつもりなのですか？
そうだな。
いいえ、やはりやめましょう。正直に言って見ていられません。
そうかよ。
ええ。
こんな風に生まれちまったんだから仕方ねえだろ。
Naida silently points at Indivilia and nods her head. Nilla Heisa's gaze falters.
何をしているのです。
Indivilia staggers her feet. Kilo and Talos immediately assumes combat stance.
敵と無駄話をしろなどと言った覚えはありません。戦え、戦いなさい。戦うのです。できないならせめて私を逃がすために盾にぐらいなりなさい。
Nilla Heisa stares intently at Indivilia, who is trembling in front of her.
待てよ。考えてみたら俺はこいつに食われたよな。俺の武装までくれて生き返らせてやったのに裏切られたんだよな、俺は。
ニヒリスタ、聞こえないのですか？
そのくせこいつはどうして俺に怒鳴ってんだ？なんで俺に命令できるんだ？
この役立たず、いいから動くのです。
ああ、気に入らねえな。
Something snaps inside Nilla Heisa's head. Oh. Nilla Heisa's sharp teeth sinks into Indivilia's neck.
なあ、お前、俺の飯になれよ。
Ooh, payback's a bitch.
死を授ける
Like
時間
I like Nilla Indivilia just on the hotness level, but Nilla Heisa still got to be like one of my top favorite heretics. Aside from Marion, right? I mean, 'cause technically she's a heretic, but not including Marion. But out of the other heretics, Nilla Heisa is still number 2 or number 1.
どうでしょう。伝えられますか？
Kill the boss.
私が授けた勝利に酔い
Oh,
しれ
2
なさい。
more stages. Holy shit.
キロ、チャイムを頼みます。衰弱しています。放置しては危険です。それに今、このありさまを見せるべきではないでしょう。
Indivilia's low screams and groans blend with the hideous sounds of something snapping, tearing, and spilling that echoes all around. And among them, the sound that stands out the most is Nilla Heisa's ragged breathing and the frantic, ravenous noise of devouring.
さあ、早く。後のことはお任せください。
でもニヘリスターがやつと戦いになったら勝ち目は。
大丈夫です。信じてください。タロス、頼みます。
演算中。了解。退却します。
I mean, I guess it is payback. It is payback for what she did to Bye Frauda Villa. Okay, buddy. Meanwhile, Naoda remains behind, silently observing Nelda Heist. A final resounding gulp echoes.
どうでしたか、食事は。
クソみてえにまずくって。
それにしては血色がいいようで。
Nelda Heist removes her cloak and hurls it aside. Weapons sprouted from Nelda Heist's bag.
やっとバランスが取れたぜ。
断ち切れたのですか。
だってムカつくだろこいつ。
Nelda Heist glares at the ground in annoyance.
ああ、もうなくなったか。
生まれ持った定めを自らの力で打ち破るとは実に見事です。
Oh, she did broke the control.
どうやって。
さあな。
激しい感情に任せて打ち勝ったと考えるしかありませんが、思ったよりお粗末なものなのでしょうか。クイーンの支配力というものが。
そんなわけねえだろ。俺が強えだけだ。
まあそこは認めざるを得ません。それでどうするのです。
分かりきったことだろ。クイーンをぶっ殺す。
そうですか。安心しました。力を取り戻せば心変わりするのではないかと思っていましたので。
今頃あいつらクイーンとやり合ってんだろ。手を貸してやるからうまいこと説明してくれよ。俺には攻撃すんなってさ。
それについては言っておかねばならないことがあります。私の分身もこの戦いに加わっていたのですが。
なんだ言えよ。
旗色はよくありません。
ナユタの分身たち
ももうここにはいません。
そうか。状況が悪いな。そのようだ。これほどまでの単純な強さというものは初めて見せられたね。
The Pioneer Squad joins the assault on the Queen, fighting alongside Nayuta's clones. The Queen's attacks are swift and brutal, but not impossible to dodge or block. But the real problem lies in her seemingly limitless power, and her ability to regenerate. Hundreds of clean hits land on her, inflicting real damage, but as if mocking their efforts, she restores every wound without pause. Snow White, Seven Dwarfs fires at maximum output. Scarlet delivers a full force sword strike. Rapunzel unleashes her strongest beams, and Nayuta's clones rain down endless attacks. All of them hit, all of them hurt. Yet moments later, the Queen is whole again. No, we're towards the end of the event, so we're not done with the event yet. But what up, man?
これほどの力を持っていながら今まで様子を見ていただけだというのか。
よほど自分に自信がないようだね。
二人ともこのまま消耗戦を続けていては私たちに勝ち目はありません。
いいや、必ず勝つ。
現実味のない話だが、そうだ。
乗るか乗らないかどちらかにしておくれ。
あれを使いましょう。
ここでか。
確かに迎撃兵器を落とした今が使い時かもしれないね。
時間を稼いでください。誘導は私がします。
なんとも難しい。頼み事だ。
Scarlet dashes forward. Dodging the countless crimson beams the Queen unleashes, she swings her blade at the hand reaching for her. 3 of the Queen's fingers are severed, only to regenerate immediately as if nothing had happened. Scarlet lets out a short groan and continues to exchange blows. At the same time, Snow White pours her firepower to what she believes is the Queen's weak spot. Several strikes land, enough to make her. But once again, the Queen restores all damage in an instant. Using the smallest movements possible, Snow White intercepts every incoming missiles and avoids the shrieking crimson beams. The tips of her toes singe slightly. Oh, I didn't read that time. Rapunzel touched her mind. For a long time, the Pioneer Squad scoured the surface, leaving no stone unturned. Convinced the Queen is not on the surface, they turn their attention to space. While Nayuda's countless clones are stationed across the surface to track the Queen's orbit. Snow White, Scarlet, and Rapunzel roam from place to place, gathering intelligence on the Queen, and simultaneously deploying remotely operated weapons across the land. These weapons are meant for the inevitable day of the final battle. 6,000 missiles in total. The cannons of every emplacement turn in unison towards a single target, the Queen. Where Rapunzel points, Rapunzel deploys her shield. Snow White and Scarlet hurry inside. The Queen stares, clearly puzzled by the sudden move. Moments later, she sees it. A second horizon line hovering above the real one. The sky is quite literally raining missiles. Crimson lights radiate from the Queen's body. But even so, she cannot intercept the overwhelming fusillade of 6,000 missiles. Explosions of flash erupt without end. Flame roar as if to burn the sky itself. A thick choking cloud from the massive blast engulfs the area. Only the Queen's skeletal frame remains, but yet again, she begins to regenerate. Damn.
本当に無尽蔵ということかい？無限のものなどない。続けるぞ。おう。切って切って切り続ければ、いつかは切り切れるであろう。
はい、必ずここで倒します。
A thunderous roar echoes from the distance. Heads snap towards the sound. The thick curtain of smoke shreds apart in an instant. And then, a red two-headed dragon charges forward, skimming the ground like a missile. Yeah, it's crazy how much power the Queen actually has. Like, damn, the constantly OP-ass plot armor. Bro, like to take 6,000 missiles like that and then just be like, I should heal back up. Surely think she's like all for one. Last stage. The finale.
Queen の再生能力は私たちの想像をはるかに上回るものです。いくら攻撃をかわし続けても、こちらが決め手を持たないのであれば、削り合いへともつれ込み、敗北は必然となります。しかも100年余り宇宙を漂っているのです。どれほどの力を蓄えているかは未知数。
で、何が言いたいんだ。
再生能力を封じる必要があります。その方法はただ一つ、毒を盛ること。しかし、並大抵の器ではクイーンに届くことさえなく砕かれるでしょう。
ならどうしろって。
Nayuda stares straight at Nilla Heister. Meeting her gaze, Nilla Heister lets out a loud mocking laugh.
クソ仙人さんよ。俺のことを信じられるってんのか？ああ？
信じて構いませんか？下流。
もっと信用できるやつにしとけよ。
それはその通りです。
Nayuda takes out a red-tipped bullet from her bosom and tosses it to Nilla Heister.
あなたのお好きなように。
てめえはマジでクソったれだ。何もかも思い通りに動いて嬉しいか？だが、これだけはよく覚えとけよ。こうすることを選んだのは俺だ。
絶対に忘れはしません。
The red dragon charges. The queen looms. I should turn blurps off when I'm doing story. Nilla Heister bites down and a red tip bullet wedged between her teeth. That's a cool image too, I'm not gonna lie. And it shatters. Then the red dragon charges at the queen. It's all good. The red dragon becomes, whoa, and hurls herself at the Great Mother. The two-headed red dragon rams into the queen, and Nilla Heister's body begins to break apart. At the same time, all of the... Alright, I'm turning off blurbs. My fault, gang. Yeah, right. All right. I pause all blurbs. There should be no more blurbs right now. You, that's it. No blurbs for the rest of the story. As if to embrace a child she has not seen for a long while, she holds a disintegrating Nilla Heister close, and the latter is absorbed.
しかし、なぜ回復させるためか。
あれは
The queen's body begins to creak, then tremble violently. As black liquid oozes out, parts of the queen falls away.
今のはまさか
再生能力を封じました。今が後期です。
なゆた、どういうことだ。
自分の手を汚さない卑劣な手を使いました。
そうか。
いつまで効くかは分かりません。今こそ全ての力を。
全員動かないでください。車線クリア。
3時間誤差ゼロだ。エレンのやり。
3 hours.
発射。
A flash appears in the distance. A blue beam of light strikes the queen. As the light fades, the staggering queen comes into view.
認めたくはありませんが、本当に怪物のようです。
使える手段は全て使った。あとは頼む。勝て。
お任せを。
持参しておいて返事は一番かね。
全くです。最初から戦っていたような口ぶりですね。
もっと早く動いてくれ。
今まで遊んでいたとでも？これでも私なりに飛び回って。
戦闘中だ。死後は後にしろ。
まだまだ戦場には慣れておらぬようだ。
遅れた分は取り戻してくださいね。
当然です。最善を尽くしましょう。
行くぞ。エンカウンター。
Encounter! Ooh, that Queen OST. Oh, this boss looks crazy though, I'm not gonna lie. And she's dead before I get to see anything. I probably should have turned off auto just so I can see a little bit how she fights. Damn. Oh.
往生際の悪いやつだ。手を緩めるな。
再生能力は確かに抑えているはず。なぜまだ。
申し訳ありませんが、今しばらく時を稼いでください。
もう休みたくなったのかい。まったくのんきなものだね。
本気を出せ。
休むのは少しだけですよ。いいですね。
そんな風に思われているのですか。私はとにかく切り札があるのです。決め手にはならずとも隙は作れる。
Without a word, the three give a brief nod and take off towards the queen. Neither depends on the heels. Damn. She finds flat ground and sits meditatively posture. Amid the rising clamor around her, she forces herself to shut it out. Closing her eyes, she gathers herself. Her consciousness spreads outward, connecting with her other clones across the surface. And then she makes her proposal.
あなた方の命をここで燃やし尽くします。罪の重みはすべてこの身で背負いましょう。
In an instant, all linked consciousness are severed. Nayata watches as swarms of golden particles drift towards her, and she sheds tears. Ooh.
お待たせしました。
Oh! 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 The gotcha skin makes sense. Oh! Nikke! What? 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 No. It lays ahead of the chair. Oh, Barrett! What? Its head jerks slightly and turns around. Papillon pants heavily, tasting the fear she has never known before. The figure closes in on Papillon. She fires wildly, panicking, rising with every shot, but it doesn't so much as flinch. It just as draws near, Dorothy lands between them. The figure looks at Dorothy. Her chest tightens as tears threaten to spill. Every part of her wants to run forward and embrace it, but...
いいえ、リリー・バイスはもういません。死者は二度と帰らない。何者です、あなたは。
The figure remains silent.
それが誰の姿か分かっているのですか。答えは。
Once again, silence settles over them.
答えなさい。答えは。
Sure enough, there was no response. Light bursts from Dorothy's gun. The figure's head snaps upward. Slowly, it lifts a hand to its forehead where the light grazes. One red drop smears across the
答える気がないなら構いません。殺します。その姿で私の前に立った。死に値してあまりある行いです。
Its eyes lock with Dorothy's. Slowly, it glances down at the smear of red on its glove. With a burst of motion, it kicks off the ground and vanishes beyond the horizon.
ドロシー、セシル、無事でしたか。
負傷者たちを回収する。負傷ではない者もいるかもしれない。
私も手伝うわ。
頼む。エデンの光学迷彩は正常に回復している。だがこれほどの騒ぎだ。ラプチャーどもが押し寄せてくるだろう。残存戦力でエデンの防衛を行う。2日しのぎきれれば問題ないはずだ。
わかりました。信じられないことになりましたわね。
お嬢様、我々は勝ったのでございますか。
まだわかりません。極めつけるのは早いですわ。
お嬢様、決めつけるでございます。
あれからみんなどうなったの。
インヘルトは全滅した。
全滅って。
ノアの脳はブレインシェルターに保管されている。イサベルとハランは戦死した。
そうなのね。
マリアンはコアを失い昏睡している。生きてはいるようだが、いつ何が起こるかは予想できない。ヘレティックである以上、治療も困難だ。本人の再生力に頼るしかない。ラプンツェルは頭の一部を除いて粉砕された。脳だけは回収している。ブレンも大破した。損傷が激しく、脳を取り出せていない。最も危険な状態だ。ナユタも軽くない傷を負った。だが、力を解放して防御力が上がっていたのか、致命傷は免れたようだ。遠くないうちに復帰できるだろう。スノーホワイトはボディが両断されていた。だが綺麗に切断されていたため、最も軽傷で済んだとも言える。セシルの修理が終われば、すぐにでも復帰するだろう。以上だ。
ヨハン。
口を塞いでいろドロシー。今はお前と話す気分ではない。10分間の休憩とする。
As Dorothy watches him go in silence.
接合は完了しました。皮肉な話ですが、切断面が綺麗で簡単でした。具合は大丈夫ですか？
何もかも思い出した。
思い出したとは何のことですか？
お姉ちゃんのことだ。セシル。
はい。
強い武器と装備をくれ。今のままではお姉ちゃんに勝てない。出せるものはない。好きにしてくれ。
知っていましたか？エデンにはあなた方、つまりパイオニア専用と言っても過言ではない兵器や装備のプランがあります。もしいつか共闘できる時が来たら、それを送るつもりでした。ヨハンが直々に進めていた計画です。
なぜこの戦いに出さなかった？
あくまで計画ですから。
完成はいつになる？
あなたが協力的であれば2週間で足ります。
わかった。よろしく頼む。
こちらこそ。
White Lambs feud overviewing with white lilies, swaying gently in the wind. A crimson landscape flickers before her eyes, reeds dancing under the blazing sun, an old melody carried by the wind. She recalls their final farewell. The tears roll down her cheeks. Bruh. I can't wait for 2 more days. Why? Because I want to see the epilogue at the end of hard mode. Bro! What the fuck? Like, that was so clean. And then like, oh, because Nilla Heister had Red Hood, or not Red Hood. Nilla Heister had Lil White's body still, so by her being absorbed like that, it gave the oh my god. And then with the Valpaws killing, because like what Mira wanted, that's what Mira wanted, was the Valpaws so they can kill off Lily, like in the nymph. So it's like what they thought could have been the finishing blow was actually, oh my gosh. This really was just like Thanos walking off with the Infinity Stones. Bro. So, Twink, how was Nikke Infinity War? My only reaction is, what? What? Bro. Oh my god. In Hera Squad, Noah pretty much is the only survivor, aside from Dorothy, but, you know, that's kind of on a messy fence right now. And then Rapunzel is pretty fucked. Scarlet's fucked. Snow White, once again, is like pretty much the clean survivor. Yeah. Bro. So they actually killed off Haran and Isabel. Like, there's no like, oh, we still got part of their brain or something like that. No, they're actually dead. They're gone. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rapunzel's still there, but like she's majorly fucked. Yeah, upgraded Pilgrim. Yeah, bro. She actually just got like erased by her own power. Oh my god. They actually killed off Inherit though. I didn't care for Inherit all that much. Hey, you know what? I'm an easy guy. I didn't mind him. I liked him. I liked him beforehand, and this hurt even more. Bro, Noah's gonna be in devastation if they finally get her fully repaired up. Dorothy's gonna go for another crazy mental breakdown. Bro. But like, they actually killed them all. Like, I don't see there's no way they can bring her back of any way or form. Because it's not like they got spare brains. It's over. It actually is over. Damn. 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 Because this is the first time, like... I'm trying to think through all the events, through all the main story. This is like the first time we actually had like real characters, not like NPCs or whatever, but actual characters that died in this game. Like actually died. Oh yeah, I guess Nilheist is probably dead too. Damn, so no upgrade, no return of Nilheister. This is actually crazy. I feel like Noah's not gonna stay in Eden more. I mean, it's not much of Eden. Either that or Noah's gonna be like the new leader of Eden, like for the squad, the new leader of the squad, and they're gonna have to like retrain up some new people. In the villa, another heist it would be. Maybe even Chatterbox too, but something tells me Mirror won't let that stay lying down. Yeah. So Nilla Heist is gone, probably. More than likely, she's gone. Oh, she just did that. She actually just went and did like the Independence Day pilot scene. So and like self-sacrifice herself to take the to try to take the queen. Damn, there's no beating this event. How are they gonna beat this event? This event is like the best event ever, story-wise. Like, I don't think there's any way to beat this. Like, I can't think of a way they could beat this. They put Crow in the rehabilitation center and took her off exotic, but this is the first time they actually killed a player. Yeah, like we know about the rehabilitation and stuff like that, and so. But yeah, they actually killed off Isabel and Haran. Like, damn, and that whole Darling, I wish I could see one. Bro, that makes me so bad, bro. I'm gonna invest in Isabel and Haran. I think I'm just gonna like start investing in them. Try to max them, try to boost them up to max. Even if I may not have any place to use them, I'm gonna start investing in them. I think maybe it's cliche for me, just like the happy ending tale, but like Unbreakable Sphere for me is still that story for me. Yeah, Isabel scene was very sad to me too. But damn, bro, and they both were like follow her, like. Fuck! This event, bro. And then Lily Wise, like she's back, but like not, but like she is, but she isn't because obviously that's not her. Like. Nah, this is easily the best event. I'm like, Old Tales, whatever. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but this event sweeps. I'm gonna say this event sweeps all the other events. Like the animation quality, like damn, that was a pretty hefty animation too. Like that was not like a 1 minute, 2 minute animation. That was like a 3-minute animation, 3-4 minute animation. Yeah, 12 out of 10. Yeah, easily. Like this is the best event. Like story wise, right? Because I'll be honest, I don't care about the mini game. I think the other ones have better mini games, but like when it comes to story though. Like just in terms of story, like this is the best event. Best event. It honestly sweeps everything out because not only do we got like a lot of stuff out of it, but this actually has huge impact towards main story. Dude, once we find out what happened, like once we, the commander, finds out what happened at Eden, it's gonna be insane. Yeah, it is the longest animation. Yeah, because like I said, it's like a 3-4 minute animation. Like. This event's insane. This event is actually insanely good. Bro. Chatterbox died for the bazillionth time, which he'll probably be back because he just doesn't die. Marion! They took her core! Like, she one-shotted everybody! Commander's gonna have a fun time having to hear, bro. Yeah, fun. Commander's gonna be crushed knowing most of the pilgrims out of commission, bro. And Marion too. And like not only that, but also Marion too. Well, I mean, I guess technically she is a part of the pilgrim, but still, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, he's gonna find out about Marion. He's gonna be like crushed and like probably confused because check this out. One, he just found out that Marion got fucked, right? Her core got stolen, so she's heavily damaged. But then two, he's also gonna find out, or she, if you're a female player, you know. But the commander is gonna also be kind of confused too, because he's gonna find out that Marion is the heretic queen, which we already had suspicions of another heretic queen, right? Because obviously, of him I'm almost said some main story spoilers, but. Let's just say he finds out, he already knows, he's already aware that there was another heretic queen. And so him finding out that Marion was that other heretic queen that awakened, bro. Wow. This truly was Infinity Wars. Whole and whole. Like, that was Thanos. That was Thanos with all 5 Infinity Stones. And now he's walking, and then he just leaves. The only Nikke known to contend with Lilith was Cinderella, unfortunately. No one was going to be able to hold the queen using her body back. I mean, because who knows what because that was Lilith before, right? Who knows what power up this new Lilith's body has. O-Tail squad plus 4 Bs plus a Royal plus girl I won't say much about. Counter squad is gonna go hard. Oh, if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, yeah. Nah, this event was wow. Against Lilith, dude. Lilith, like, damn. No, I need main story because I know. Okay, this is what's gonna happen, right? Chapter 43 is gonna be them. We're gonna learn a little. It's part of chapter 43. I'm willing to bet is gonna be us learning about what happens. / we're gonna see what happens with Dorothy and how she reacts to everything. Then they're probably gonna try to bullshit it out, fill it out with some 6-0 shit. We're probably gonna have to deal, and then like the rest of 43 and most of 44 is gonna probably be dealing with 6-0 and her bullshit. Probably not gonna be until about 45, 46 is when we might dip back into some of this stuff again. But oh my gosh, that's just my speculation at the very least. Because now that we're getting back into the 6-0 bullshit, that's probably what's gonna be. It's gonna. Yeah, we already got. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is like part of 43 is us learning about what happened here in Eden. Plus, we're gonna see some with Dorothy's POV, and then it's probably more than likely towards the end half of it is going to switch to 6-0. And then, yeah, and plus Neon shit. And then 44 is just going to be more probably Neon 6-0 bullshit. And then towards the end of that, which will lead into chapter 45, 46, when we might go back into this. I don't know. It might shift perspective stories back onto Siren. Oh, man. Is Siren and Cindy learn about this shit? Oh, my God. That'd be crazy. Well, I mean, I guess they weren't actually, like, really too close to him. We still need to get Neon, and then still have to see what happens with Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel is probably a ways away. If I have to guess, probably 46, maybe 45. Chapter 45 is when we start to see stuff, but it's probably going to be 46, if not 47, 48. I wonder what story they'll do for New Year's. It'd probably be some neon bullshit, or not neon, anise type shit. Yeah, we're gonna get the concert. That's what it's gonna be. I'm willing to bet that the story for New Year's is gonna be Anissa's concert. We're gonna get that in the event, probably. That's my probably big guess, is that we're gonna get her concert event. So it's gonna be stuff revolving around the concert, and so we're probably gonna do that, and then we're gonna get the concert. Obviously, there's gonna be some minor bullshit that's gonna happen to just so that there's conflict of some sort. But then we're gonna get over that, and then we're gonna be there for the big concert show, and then after that, just be whatever, I guess. But I'm willing to bet that that's what it's gonna be at the very least. Because I'm pretty damn confident that Overspec Anise is New Year's, and my personal guess is it's gonna be the concert. Because because they can do that, like I said, right? They do shows and stuff revolving that happens in that, and then we get the badass animation of the wicked animation of her concert, which that's gonna be a really fun one to watch when that happens. But damn, just so many cool things, like damn, it's just X. I guess technically put an X on her head. Semi-X on Marion. Like, bro, this was insane. Oh, see, this is why I did not even do the stages and skipped it, because of quotes like that. Like these little spoiler quotes. Because I didn't want to like see something like how she's talking about. Yeah, no. I wish we could put an X on Red Shoes. I would never forgive her for what she caused Cinderella to go through. Not now, not even after any type of redemption. Thank you for all. Well, Red Shoes is technically dead. Technically, she's dead. Right? So you don't have to worry about that, technically speaking. It would be Mirror, right? Because Mirror is just only embodied, or like embodied the personality of Red Shoes. So while it's like Red Shoes, it's not actually Red Shoes. It's actually something else completely. Yeah, we want to unalive Red Shoes. Yeah, her AI backup plan. It didn't even sound like it was a backup plan, too. It sounds like it's a rapture of some form. It's still a form of her. I don't know, because it Mirror called the Rapture Queen mother. So clearly that must mean that Mirror is a AI form of a Rapture, is an AI Rapture type thing that came from the Queen, right? Because it called it mother. So that must mean it must be some form of like a Rapture, heretic, something, and it just took on the personality. It's more or less like a skinwalker, right? She's wearing the body and using the personality, but it's not actually Red Shoes itself. But damn. What does this look like? Oh, I just want to see what it looks like. True, I'm just overseeing her. Yeah, right. She's just, it's like a skinwalker, right? She's just wearing her body, just walk around in the form of a body and using her personality. But clearly, you know, it's not. But clearly, you know, that Mirror is still Mirror because Mirror has its own. While she is like embracing her personality type, she still, or it still has its own intelligence, motives. What can I say, Twin? They like skinwalkers in this event. I mean, fuck me, bro. Strong hatred is all I can say. And that's fair. And that's totally, like, you know, fair to say, to have strong hatred towards that. Bro. And the worst part is, I feel like we can't even say that this is the win. Because, like, we didn't really kill the queen. So, if anything, this is like a heavy loss. Cindy's my favorite character, so I would never forget Red Shoes, even if it's Mirror now. I can't imagine them taking Red Shoes' spirit at Sprite at this point. Making a character on the other side, or that helps us. That's like showing a Sprite or Frieza and saying this one's good. Well, I mean, clearly we know it's not particularly good. They're just... They're pretty heavily neutral, if I say so myself. Like, they're not good, but they're not particularly bad. They're actually Mirror is actually extremely neutral in a sense because we know that it's Mirror from what she has said and stuff in the event that she just wants to be the one to make the plays, right? She wants to be the one that moves the chess pieces on the board. For the scenes of it, she also does not care for either side. She just wants to be the one to be she wants to be the player. It's not. Thus, Nikke Infinity War. In time, you will know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperate that you're right, that to fail all the same. Dread it, run from it. This destiny's still right. The player, more like he wants to play God. I mean, are we not kind of? I mean, are we not kind of? Because we are the overseeing of the whole game. She just wanted the queen to manipulate. Yeah, exactly. All right, she wants to be the player, the one that does the moves. So in that retrospect, she's actually quite neutral. Like, she's not good, but she's not bad. But she, like I said, she's not good either. Like I can't think of an anime character to reference her towards. Goddamn though. This is we need like a Doctor Strange Nikke. We need like a Nikke that's like Doctor Strange, who's gonna be like, I have observed over 4 billion points, blah 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 possibilities, and how many? And me as a commander, how many of those did we win? Only one. And then like the whole end game type shit happens. But wow, this is, oh my gosh, this was an event. Especially like Izia or Ihara from Durara. Oh, I think I know who that is, but it's been such a long time and I didn't even finish the series, so I can't remember that. She wants the queen to manipulate, proceeds to give the old queen that she can't manipulate a body of a god. Yeah, part of me is thinking maybe Nayada giving Nilahite to the Valplas was not, well, yeah, I don't think that was in her plans. Nayada kind of sold forgetting about Lilith's body. I think it came down more to like, because the body was part of the plan. That was part of the plan, was to give the body to the queen. That was the plan all along, because they were going to poison it, right? I think what was the selling factor was they didn't know that the Valplas would have killed off the Lilywise in her, right? Because similarly, it would have been like the Voplas would have like, you know, finished last weekend the queen to the point to where she could be defeated. And so I think the fact that they didn't know that the Voplas would have actually like what they didn't know, because I'm sure they don't know that the parts of Luluwise and her nymph that was still fighting the queen from the inside. I don't think they would have. One, I don't think they knew about that, and then two, so because of them not knowing that, they wouldn't have known that Voplas would have killed off the rest of Luluwise, which probably allow the queen to get the full control of it, which then in turn her getting the body. Like, had they probably known that, maybe they wouldn't have gone with this plan, but like they didn't, and so it would have been a good plan, right, if it would have worked in the way to how they fought, but unfortunately, it did not go. Damn, that means we're not. Oh my god, dude, yo, I'm just trying to imagine the final, like the actual true final battle in Nikke. Oh, that's gonna be so crazy. That is gonna be so crazy. Oh man. Damn. Neither did this actually do anything to win, so it's possible that she knows something and maybe even took this risk initially for the bigger goals. Maybe. But the question then begs, what is it that she knows that took that risk? Because I don't know what it could have been that she could have known that it was different, because like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure none of them knew that Luluwise. Well, I guess maybe Mira told her about that. I get okay, because Mira knew about that. Mira knew about what the Luluwise's nymph thing, so I guess she could have told Nayuta about that, but I feel like that's a vital info that Mira probably wouldn't have mentioned. But they have the only heretic that's against us is Libero now. But hey, the only heretic that's against us is Libero now. Speaking of which, I wonder how that's going to go. I imagine a lot with 3000 colon, she's conspiring with Mira already. Co-conspiring? Maybe, if Mira doesn't like trick her. I don't think Red Shoes are, well, it's Mira. I don't think Mira knew that was going to happen. Otherwise, she would not have gone to such lengths to protect Marion as a vessel. Like, they're kind of in this mutual pact kind of thing. It's hard to say, I suppose. Maybe some random truth. The plan is probably going to involve wiping the board clean, at least for now. That's probably our goal. Okay. Like, wiping the plate clean. Because it sounds like, because when she mentioned that Chatterbox brought up the fact that like one of the other heretics told, or like Nilahisa told him about the Voplas, it sounded like that was a hiccup in her plans, because she had to try to cover that up, right? So it sounds like that was something that Mirror didn't plan for, was about like searching for the Voplas. Maybe she's playing Mirror for now while making it seem like they're an alliance. It could be both ways too. Like, maybe, you know, maybe Mirror is playing along with Nayuta to make her think that she's tricking Mirror, but it turns out Mirror tricked Nayuta in the end. And Mirror acting like big Palatine and trying to play both sides of the chessboard. True. Mirror would be that smart. I mean, it is like just a pure AI of data. Like when Rose posed that question of who she told the truth to. Yeah. I don't know, man. She's trying to pull some big Aizen plays, that's for sure. She's trying to do some Aizen type shit. Be like, this was all part of my plan all along. Sure, she has the mind of Red Shoes, which, as much as we hate her, I mean, yeah, she was pretty smart. Like, she might have done some, she might have done some fucked up stuff, but she definitely was really smart. Oh man, oh my god, this whole event was crazy. And you know what? W characters who didn't think would get a shot, like, you know what, say what you will, I really dig that Chime scene too. Fucking Chime using the Naked King for like, you know, it was like Goku handing Gohan to the Spirit Bomb, except she actually like landed the attack. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Red Shoes the whole reason corruption amongst Nikkes even exists? I believe so, yeah. If I remember correctly from Old Tales, she was the one that, like, started the corruption, yeah. Because of her weird fantasy thing with the Raptures. On her weird power trip that she was going through. I don't know, maybe... I don't know, but I will say this though: Lily Wise now, or I don't even want to call her Lily Wise because I'm pretty sure it's still the queen. But like, I guess I'll just call her the Lily Queen. No, but I guess I'll just call her Queen still. But like, whoever this new Lily Wise is going to be a problem, bro. Like. She like one-shotted the Pilgrims. That's insane. Queen 2. I think Marion's technically the Queen 2. So I guess it'd be like Queen 3. 002. Well, but Marion also has like the Queen 2 thing on her, right? She's 02. Like, can I look at the team? Yeah, you see right here? She has Marion has 02 on her chest, so I guess that would make her Queen 3. Well, no, because technically we got from the news story. So I guess that would be Queen 4, I guess. Technically, not to get all Steins Gate, but I still believe another world line at time exists where Red Shoes didn't get her way and Cindy goes on the mission with the God Squad and she was a hand girl in the whole time. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I would still probably say she's still Queen 1, yeah. It'd be like Queen 1, it'd be like Queen 1 version 2, right? Because it's still the Queen, but like it's a new version of the Queen. So it's not like it's a new Queen itself, but like it's just a new version. So it probably would be like that, yeah. It'd be Queen 1 version 2 type shit. But Marion's still the second Queen. Even if she is in the coma, she's still the second Queen. So it probably would be something like that, where she's just Queen 1, but version 2, or something like that, right? Damn. I was done on her telling the truth too, and she's the Lilith, bro. Bro, I missed out, man. Dude, Nilla Heist, dude. Shoutouts on Nilla Heist too. To be honest, I think Cindy versus Lily Wise Queen would go hard. Probably. Queen 01, Lily Wise Body. You know, I like that one actually. Yeah, I think I like that phrasing, cause I still sure it's still Queen 1, but yeah, now it's just Lily Wise Body. So these basically the Lilywhites are heretics. Lilywhites is Thor. True. What a... I don't even know what to say anymore, Chad. Like, this event's been crazy. Like, for a event story, even like the half Annie and second anniversary, like a lot of stuff went on, but like this event had so much impact on the story, on main. It's gonna have a huge impact on main story, like. This event was just crazy all around. So much things go on. Actual casualties. Like, I don't know how they're going to top this event. This event is going to be insanely hard to top if they're going to try topping it. Like, story-wise and all that. And the music in the event, yeah, the music was so good. All Nikke has to do is hold off until next year before considering releasing Dorothy's gotcha skin. A gotcha skin for Dorothy? A second one? That'd be wild. I got lucky this time around, minus the fact that I should have not bought Red Hoods, but I mean, there's nothing wrong buying Red Hoods. Snow White is back to her old self now, at least. Yeah. Which is going to be another crazy thing, too. Oh, it is toppable, not gonna lie. The final boss fight, man, will top this easily. Her rerun, not a new one. Oh. Yeah. Well, that's if, but I'm talking about but that's if they do the final boss fight as the event, though. That scene, the final boss fight scene probably will be more of a main story chapter kind of thing, right? I'm talking about event because I mean I guess they could do that, but I don't think they would do that. I don't think they at least I don't think they should do a main if they do a final boss fight. That should be a chapter thing. That should be like a chapter thing, not a event story. But that itself and alone, yeah, I can see it. But like, just out of actual events though, like as an actual event story, like I don't know what they can do to top it. I mean, like I said, I guess they could do something like that, but I don't know. That would be very tricky. That would be that would have to be definitely one hell of a thought out event. I was kind of expecting a rerun skin for her. I mean, she didn't really play too much in this story. Like, she was still a figure in the story, but like, she definitely wasn't the focus. Or maybe to derail the main story for something different, but then it's all tied to an event. We still have more info to get. Like, at some point, the queen has to die, and then somehow a new villain comes. You know? You know, they could end Nikke. That could be the end of Nikke 1. And then we get Nikke 2. In 2 days, we're going to get a huge bomb drop. We still... There is the epilogue. There is the epilogue. At the end of hard mode. So I am definitely going to be... So yeah, the epilogue is definitely going to be a big thing to see at the end of hard mode. Because I think it's going to probably be something about Dorothy. Probably. I feel like it's going to be Dorothy like mulling over, or like sulking over like the wipeout of Inherent Squad. It's probably... We're probably going to be seeing some... Dorothy's banished from Eden. Like, what's even left of Eden at this point? I don't want it to end. Yeah, same. That would be crazy. Man, we need it now. Fuck. Bro, like, the end of Nikke, that would be crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, though. While I don't want it to happen anytime soon, there's gonna be okay, I don't know how to describe it, but there will be this sense of feeling of, like, I guess completion. If we finally reach the end of Nikke, Because think about it, right? If we finally get to win, or when we finally, there will be a win eventually. Eventually, it will happen. When we finally get to the end of Nikke, it's just gonna be like, damn. I was here from day one. From day one. And now we got all the way here. Like, that's gonna be an emotional day for me. Both from whatever happens in the story and other things like that. And then it's just gonna be my personal emotions just from just being here. I was too, but I quit. I mean, yeah, so it's just like I mean, it's still gonna be good for any players, but like, it's just, I don't know. Like, Deadass, I was like week 1 player. Yeah. Like, I was a pre-order, or not pre-order, but like, sign, whatever it's called. I pre-signed up for it, and then I was on it day 1. Like, the moment the server went live, I was in there. Maybe Snow convinces her to join the Pioneers. Wait, who? Oh, Dorothy? Like, getting Dorothy to join back with the Pioneers? I don't know. Like, but I drop off, I think, after the home release, sometime before 0.5 Annie. But usually we get some big info for the epilogue, like Old Tales. We found out Raptors are infinite. Yeah, there's gonna be something, alright? Well, there's gonna be something, but like, what could it be? The only thing I can think of they could do as a big drop reveal is either it's going to do something with Marion, it's going to be the location of Little Wise Queen, or it's going to do a small time skip, and it's going to leave us hanging off with, like, we're about to see the reveal of upgraded Snow White, but, like, then it, like, you know, cliffhangers us. And before Mirror is the whole reason Hansel and Gretel are. I'm telling you, bro, they're going to be interlope. Call it a gut feeling, but there's literally no other way I can think of that they'll be corrupted. Can think of that there'll be a... Oh, respect Pilgrim. I don't know if it would be all respect, right? I think it would be kind of like how the Absolute Squad. It'd probably be like a tactical upgrade Snow White Pilgrim, right? That's probably what I'm thinking. Is if they do another character like that, it'll probably be like a what they call a tactical upgrade. I think so. Be like Absolute Matisse, yeah. Which we still need to get the Matisse at some point. Rapunzel's going to finally get the buff she deserves. Pokemon will be so pleased. I mean, I guess he can finally actually just pity her if that ever does be the case. Snow White as well, or not Snow White. Well, I mean, yeah, Snow White, but I meant Scarlet. But Marion, bro, too. Like, what are we gonna do about Marion? Fuck, dude, she's comatose right now. She has no core. It took her core. Fuck. This music is really fitting for that too. Like, bro, new Scarlet might win the 2027 popularity poll. Are you sure you want to be saying that, Maya? Are you sure you want to say that? Because if she wins again, that means Sunny ain't gonna win. They sold this event easily. Yeah, this event was good. This event is by far the best event for sure, story wise, right? Like I said, I don't really care for the minigame as much. I think the minigame is just whatever's. I mean, the minigame fits with the story, but I don't really care. I mean, it's not as bad as I started playing it as I thought it was going to be, but I just don't care. But it fits the story. That is one thing I can appreciate when it comes to these events. Is when it comes to these events, every minigame has a link to the event story. You know. Rip2 Gaming, he came back right when Scarlet is put into the hospital coma ward. Yeah, but he got something else out of it. The minigame is just not fun. I think it's fun for people that likes that kind of game. The story minigame's fine, just the overall minigame is too rinse and repeat for me. Yeah, me personally, like I said, I don't really care for it as much. But I'm pretty sure for people that does like that style of game, it's probably pretty fun to them. I'm sure they're liking it. And you know what? I'm here for it because a diverse amount of minigames is good, right? Because we're getting minigames that kind of caters to all kinds of people, so I really dig it. Well, maybe Anise won't win. Maybe there's a small sliver of chance. You know, it ain't over till it's over, as what I always say. But depending on how well they do this event, the Anise's story, I will be wishing you good luck, Maya. You just sit and watch numbers go. If I wanted that, I'll just play in the calculator. I just really hope Anise don't win, bro. Good luck. But like I said, it's a mini game that's meant for everybody. But there are people that will like it because they like that kind of gameplay. And while I personally don't care for it, I'm here for it because, like I said, I like how they do all these different styles of mini games. That's what I really like. Even if some of the mini games have been kind of a miss for me, there's definitely been others that have been a big hit for me. Hot take 2, her new outfit is something I don't care for either. You just don't care a lot about it. You just don't care about a lot of things, do you? It's idol. It's an idol outfit. I could tell you're not an Idol Master fan. Nah, like I said, it's whatever, you know. People have their taste. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Idol outfit 3 times too small. It's the style. Oh, but yeah. So depending how good her event is, which is probably gonna be pretty good, I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say is it's not so goony right now. It is not so goony right now to me. I will say that much right now. Right now, I do not feel very gooner-like. Very big people sads, man. All the characters have small clothes, given this basic information, I already know. I mean, you know, it's very fitted. But I do know her events should probably be pretty banger. Because, like I said, I'm willing to bet they're going to do her concert in her event, for sure. So we're probably going to get another fire animation out of that. It's going to be a pretty cool concert-like animation. At least I'm going to look forward to it, you know. I'm not the biggest idol guy, but, you know, I'm not against idols. I kind of like idols a little bit. So her doing, like, an idol performance will be pretty fun to watch for me. Yeah, I would say I would enjoy that. I'm really curious how they're gonna make her though. They have a chance, bro. I'm telling you, though. Say what you will about Anise, but if this overspec Anise is busted, she's gonna have 2. She's gonna be 2 for 2 OP character. Think about that. Think about that. And think about this too. She's gonna be the first. She's gonna be the first in the counter squad to have 3 Nikke IDs. She obviously her SR is whatever, but I mean, you know, surprising enough, back in the day, her SR was good for like PvP, and then Then you got the Summer Anise, who's still used quite well up to today, even. So that's a banger. And then, if depending on how good this overspec is, I'm just saying, she's going to be like 2 for 2 for SSRs. If assuming this is a really, if it's really good, which. So far, we haven't really had a dud at overspec. Bro, SR Anise was 9 on the popularity poll last year. I'm scared. You know, I'm just saying. People like their busty waifus. They like their soda queen. Damn, I need more respect on Neon, bro. I need Shift Up to give us like an OP overspec Neon. Bro, I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. When Neon gets her overspec, she's going to be like Neon Deep. Alright? It's going to be some type of reference, like related to Deep. I guarantee, dude. I said this before, but I still think Neon has some connection to Deep. I think she is part of Deep, or is Deep. I still want to believe that the Deep that we saw in Rappy's event, like Red Hood event, when we saw Deep appear before her to fuse with Rappy and Red, like that fuse Red Hood and Rappy together, I think that is either part of Neon or she is Neon, but like sealed away. So like not even the Neon that we know knows about her. Which explains why she has those insane glasses, right? Like, explains why like she's able to like get to those classified areas that no one should be able to get to, but like because of the glasses and stuff that acts as a key, and the similar hair color and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to my Firepower Queen to like get a actual good upgrade. And not like that summer shit. That was just horrendous. Like, why would they do my girl dirty like that? Damn. There's just so much in this event. Hey guys, look at Sandy. She's busy too. She's so beautiful. Don't you want to vote for her? Yeah, she's old news. Sorry, buddy. She's so last year. Sorry, but she's like 2024. We're in 2025 now. It's time to move on. Nah, she came close though. She did came close. It's just unfortunate. Honestly, Cindy probably would have won last year if Rappy Red Hood did not came out. Rappy Red Hood came out, and that was just unfortunately like a close fight. No, it wasn't even a close fight. It started off as a pretty close fight, but then towards the end of the voting period, Rappy Red Hood just like Zenkai boosted up like hella far away. But she's still like one of the best DPS in the game. She's up there, yeah. She's still really strong, for sure. Oh man, though. So it was just unfortunate for Cindy that Rappy Red Hood came out, because that was just yikes. Because yeah, but this year. I don't think Nayuta will win against Cindy. Probably. Liberario, I think would have a really good chance. But Anise might steal the show. Depending on how good her event is and how good her kit is. Overspec Anise might steal the show. Unironically enough. Which makes me beg to wonder, if we get overspec Anise for New Year's this year, would it be far-fetched to say that maybe we'll get an overspec Neon for New Year's next year? You know? Because think about it. Think about it like this. Wait, who was New Year's? Who was New Year's? Like, the second year? Oh, it was SBS, right? Okay. Well, never mind. I was gonna go off a thing, but I'm afraid of Siren. Silent did have a pretty good role. Silent could have a pretty good chance, yeah. I think Siren will easily be top 5, if not top 3. Yeah, it was Scarlet, SBS. Damn. Never mind. Cause I was having a theory idea where like, well, think of it like this. First, like year 1, right? Year 1, New Year's was Modernia. But then I'm like, oh wait, but Scarlet SBS was year 2 because if we're not counting that, right, it would have been like, and then year 3 was Rapid Red Hood, right? So if this year if this year is an overspec Anise, it's like, damn, look, we got Marion, Rappy, then Anise. You know, it just makes sense to continue the counter squad with like Neon, but I forgot SBS was year 2. Yeah, this statement alone makes me hope that Cindy doesn't win. Damn. Yo, what up, Tachi? How's it going? Man, Cindy is definitely worth, but like I said, depending how good the event is, how good her kid is, overspec a niece will might steal the show. Unironically though, damn. That means Cindy got cucked twice, unfortunately. Let me see. Yeah, this was a good event, chat. This was quite swell, if I say so myself. Let me check something. Oh, let me go ahead and resume blurbs now. There we go. Now you guys got your blurb back. I decided to give back your privilege. Let me check something. Let me check something real quick. Ew. Alright, chat. See, is there anything left to do? I mean, I guess I could play the mini game, but I don't really. I technically got surface content to do, but I'll be honest, I don't really feel like doing surface content. At least not on stream. Chat, does anybody actually want to see that? Does anybody actually care to see that? Oh, Marion. Probably not. Alright, chat. I think it's time. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Alright, chat. That was good. We finished the event story. I appreciate all of you for coming out and hanging out with your boy. It means a lot. Sorry for like not being able to stream lately. Between not having power and then my internet like being all fritzy all the time. I'm not gonna lie, this has been a crazy month. But tomorrow, chat, we will start. I'm going to try to start as long as I'm able to stream and my internet does not give out. Tomorrow, we will officially start our journey once again on the Yakuza series. So tomorrow, Kiwami. I can't wait. I've been wanting to play it. I've been wanting to do it for a while. We're finally going to get to it. So now that we're all caught up on the event story, we're gonna be doing Kiwami tomorrow. Yakuza Kiwami. Tuesday, back to Digimon Time Strangers. Wednesday, I'll probably do Nikke for the epilogue. Even though it's not recommended, I'm just gonna buy all of the stage tickets just so we get done with it and watch the epilogue. Do a little bit of Nikke stuff like that. Afterwards, maybe I might swap games to something else. Otherwise, I might just make it a lazy day. We can do some surface content, chill, vibe, and all that goodness. And then Thursday, probably back with more Digimon. And then Friday, if people want to play, we can do community games, Repo, Peak, whatever. If not, if there's not anybody that really wants to do anything, then I will probably just go back to playing Digimon and then so forth. And then Wednesday, probably for more likely here on out, will be the day I will do Yakuza. So Monday, Wednesdays will probably be Yakuza days. Tuesday, Thursdays will be Digimon days. And then Fridays, if there's people that wants to do it, will be community days. And then we'll just stay on a cycle until unless some like hype Nikke stuff happens or whatever. Until then, we're probably just gonna be gaming, not much gachas unless something hype happens. And then no guarantee, but I might do I might do some surprise Sunday streams as well. You know, just maybe if I'm feeling the mood for it. And of course, as long as I have internet, I will stream. So hopefully you'll be there. I'm excited to try it all out. Once again, thank you all for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with your boy. It means the world to me. If you're on Twitch and you like what you saw and you look forward to more Nikke content or just gaming in general, hit that follow button. And if you're on YouTube side of things, you like what you saw, you want to see more as well, hit the subscribe, hit the like, comment below. What was your favorite part of Goddess Fall? What made you like blow your mind? And you know, hit that bell on for notifications. And I, Twink the Anime Man, will catch you all later. As always, may your summons be glorious, your battle victorious, your waifu or husband most beautiful. And I, Twink the Anime Man, will catch you all